yesterday the cancellation of So how you doing? I'm good. All right. So yesterday the government of Labrador cancelled a no-go zone for motorcyclists and tricyclists flying the main street of Mauritius. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, but they canceling the no-go zone. I'm so happy.
So when the no-go zone up to Northern was issued, how do people feel about it? That?
For me, my feeling was not good at that point because we all the motorcyclists here, we hustle with depends on our bike to feed our houses. And when they put no-go zone in time, where the thing that we will get money to feed our homes and to do some things for us.
So now the cancellation of the no-go zone. Now the people saying that before you can get access to the main street, you should get 2 helmets, and then you should only have 1 passenger riding your back. So are you people waiting to abide by the rules that were set up yesterday?
Of course.
The main street of Mauritius?
Of course.
So if anything comes out of that, so you all will accept it, right?
Sure.
All right. So your name?
My name is Fred M. Sezu.
All right. Thank you. So let's talk to this guy here. Your name, Chief?
I'm in Joseph Dennis.
All right. So how you feel about the cancellation of the no-go zone?
Feel fun.
You feel fun?
Yeah.
So now you can ride the main street of Mauritius.
Yes.
Without anybody, you will abide by all the rules and regulations that govern you applying the main street of Mauritius, right?
Yes, we abide by everything.
So you get your two helmets.
I'll get my 2 helmets. I already having 1, so I'll try to get 1 before that time.
So that means you're not like it to do, right?
I will not like it to do.
So you put your 1 passenger, yourself, and then your 2 helmets, the passenger having his or her own helmet, you have your own helmet as well, right?
Yes, but sometimes it will be some looking conflict for the 2 helmets because now 2 helmets will be using. Some people, like one woman I was carrying in time today, try to give her the helmet. She said she get asthma. She couldn't use it. And then I said, but then hold it on your phone. When I reached the Randall Street, I found it difficult. The officer, your man, joined from the back to arrest me at the point.
Have started arresting people.
We had the Randall Street, yes, joined from the back. While the woman I put on the headband, I said, but the woman, according to her, she told me she have asthma. So I need to say she must hold it on her lap. But say I'm gonna go for talking man if she get asthma. Your man, one a policeman, why should be so?
So what you think should be done?
I don't want for men. I don't want young. I don't want young at all. When young come in this situation, everything will be problem.
But you know they say you are advocating for the no-go zone cancellation.
It was they see young who brought the no-go zone and signed the no-go zone. It was our the young people who signed this no-go zone, and who have marched to a horse. We marched to with towing. You don't do anything for us. You don't help me with your motor law. You go there, you didn't get time for it. But you bring sticker, what will backfire you? It's wrong. So if the people have cancelled the no-go zone and they say we should fly on the main street, if we fly on the main street, if we don't get a 2 helmet or female, police should be the one to arrest it, but not you or me. Not you or me.
You're protecting you now.
Not you or me. We don't want you. That will be the next problem again at coming. We have a no-go zone at Yum.
So you want protest for the...
We don't want Yum, one police, stay all to the police.
You don't cancel the whole Yum business?
Yes, because I will register my back 35 years and show my back. Then what you are arresting me for? Then why I buying sticker for you? Why I insure my back register? Police should be the one to take, if I violate, police should be the one to arrest me, not you, by law. If you say you want to tell the you, then we should not buy plate. We should buy sticker. Because the sticker is $10, some area $5. So I'll buy my plate $35, plus register my bag, insure my bag, and then come back again to buy the sticker for you, man. No.
All right, so thank you. So the man said the young people giving a hard time. That's why the fact that the no-go zone was canceled, the young people giving a hard time. So let's talk to more people. We'll talk to you first. All right. Talk to you.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
Okay, tune to Spoon to get your information, to know exactly what's happening in Liberia, to know what's happening at the ministries, the agencies, what the policymakers are doing. This is where we give you authentic news about the happenings in the country every single day. Welcome again to the show. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. We are back here again. Of course, we're live across the Spoon Network on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1, and Super 95.5 FM. Thanks to all of the partner radio stations that are always relaying the program. Late Night Show is back on the radio. We appreciate all of you who have been reaching out, your calls, your concerns, and of course, we're here again to make sure that we give you the best we can. And of course, we have some adjustment in the late night show time now, so we'll be doing the official flyer indicating that we'll be starting at 12:30 a.m. That's 12:30 Liberian time, and I think it depends on which part of the world you are, but just you could do the calculation and know that it's 12:30 Liberian time when we'll be bringing you the late night show now. So in other words, we'll be starting 30 minutes earlier than the previous time. So it's good to be here again tonight. I want to say welcome to all of you. Thanks for joining us. Let me bring Francis Jabate on. Francis, thanks for joining us, man. It's good to have you on tonight.
Thank you, brother. As always, it's good to be here. Good morning to you. Good morning to our folks in listening land. And good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's good to be here.
I'm glad that you're able to catch up with the time. Today is the first day following the adjustment in the late night show time. So I'm glad that you were able to catch up with the time and you're here in time so we get the show started.
Right, let me just give you some small chiche pole. I be tell my woman, I say, we should be mad CEO for going way beyond the time. They put early. How come Nancy bringing us out 2 o'clock in the morning, Liberia time, 10 o'clock here? So Jenna, I told her, I said, oh, hey, I gotta go. Nancy not send the link. She said, huh? I said, yeah, they may send the link already.
Look, yeah, I know because we had that issue because I had to end the show here and then sometimes go home to set up before I can have the link coming to you guys. So that time, that break in, was what caused the delay. But it's a good thing that we're back on radio. So we're gonna get started from here. If for any reason I'll have to go and set up, from the other side, you guys will be on while we try to do that. But it's a good thing that we're here again, Francis.
I mean, always, man. It's always good. There's always something going on in Liberia, so we gotta try through our own weak way to see how best we can break it down and give our opinions. And also listen to our brothers and sisters in the comment section, because I tell you, man, I learn a lot from our folks in the comment section. Some things that I'm thinking of, it will be confirmed in the comment section by somebody just talking about it, or something that I did not even think about. Somebody will comment, will post a comment in the comment section, and I see it. So we are the ones that are in front of the camera, but a lot of the time, the guys in the comment section, they say a lot, and they make a lot of important contribution to the show. So we appreciate them as always.
Yeah, certainly. So we as much as we've made some adjustment with the time, so that means that we have to start earlier, so we get done earlier. And then
it's good for you too, bro. It's good for you because
yeah.
12:30, if you do 2 hours, at least you leave studio about 2 o'clock, and you can get home in time. But we be leaving 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. They ain't going. They gotta be back up again in 4 hours to work. It's not good, man.
Yeah. So yeah, for instance, I want us to get the show started. The rest of the guys will join in. So you want us to recognize just a few of the folks here joining us on the live stream?
Absolutely.
Do you see all the comments from your end?
I see Spoon Talk comment, because I know you guys see Fabric and everybody else, but I see Spoon Talk comment and YouTube. So I will just show you, call the ones that I can see. So Emmanuel Scott, welcome. Ketikri GH or Kitkri GH, welcome. Prince Taplin, welcome. Afra Bleedy, welcome. Prince M. Cully, welcome. Emmanuel T. Dogbo, welcome. Dogbo, welcome. Timothy M. Nosby, welcome. Angeline Smith, welcome. Our own Lavette Bondo, welcome. N. Daniel Kofi, welcome. The team moving fast. May Pretty Queen, welcome. Titus UJ Newu Gusi, welcome. Cornelius Menifee George, welcome. All right, let's see what YouTube have. So far, nobody has commented on YouTube. We have about 22 people so far I can see, but nobody posted any comments. So all of you that are watching on YouTube, welcome to you. And that's what I can see for now.
Okay, so yes, so we can go ahead now and do our opening. You can say what's on your mind as we get the show started. So, Francis, it's over to you.
Yeah,
What is it you
Justin.
want to talk about quickly? Just
Yeah, if you don't mind posting
for your
the
opening.
picture
Oh,
that I
okay,
sent you.
okay. So, can I have that coming up at the end of the show? Because honestly,
Okay.
yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah,
That's
sure.
fine. I also do that at my closing. But yes, I just want to remind folks again. You know, my foundation is taking an initiative to help our people in Liberia to give them smoke alarms. Right now, I'm raising money or accepting donations in the form of smoke alarms to send to Liberia. My goal is 1,000. I know it's nothing compared to people need, but my goal right now is 1,000. It can be more, but I can ship it to Liberia. As of now, I sent Nelson some pictures, but as of now, based on those who have pledged, I have collected a little over 100 smoke alarm. That's what's happening right now. And as of yesterday, my foundation has been registered with the state of New Jersey foundation, and this foundation just came about because I decided to help my folks in Liberia. So I'm doing it officially in New Jersey. It's incorporated, and I'm going to be raising funds. And whatever fund comes, because it's nonprofit, I can't take it to enrich myself. Legally, I got to use it for charitable reason. So I'm going to, whatever penny I collect is going to be sent to do something for our people in Liberia. But I just want to thank two people so far. Eric Dentor, he's always in the comment section. Last night after the show, he cashed out me $150. I really appreciate him. Then our brother Nathaniel BK Sasa Jr. From Sweden. He and I, we talked today, and he's very, very excited about joining me to get this thing going. As of now, he has 50 smoke alarm. He said he doesn't just want to be more. So as we're approaching the 1,000 mark, and I agree with him, as we're approaching the 1,000 mark, whatever he collect in Sweden, he will ship to me. I've already sent him my address. He will send to me, and I'll put everything together, and we can send it to Liberia, and we'll discuss distribution. But he's very excited about taking on this initiative with me. So I'm appealing to every well-meaning Liberian. We all can do this. If it left with just me waiting to get my paycheck, pay my bills, save small thing, and buy some smoke alarm, by the time I send something to Liberia, all the houses in Moravia will probably finish point down. Because I get all that money to send. But if every one of us can buy one smoke alarm or can contribute something to buy, we can send the first shipment to Liberia by the end of next month.
So I don't know. There seems to be an issue from your end. Something is not okay. I think your
You not
internet.
hearing me?
Okay, so there were some glitches. I think we're good now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just appealing to everybody who under our voice and stuff like that. We cannot depend on the government. This is not about politics. As you see, the fire affected Sedition, it affected Unity Party, it affected everybody. But our people that don't have jobs, that struggle, and they are burning, people dying. The smoke alarm will not stop the fire, but it will notify them. It will give them early warning so they can get out of the house before they get caught in the fire. So that's my main purpose of wanting to send these smoke alarms to Liberia, so that our people can get early warning and to be able to evacuate their homes. You can replace your property, but you can't replace your life. Until our government can figure this thing out, let's help our people. Thank you.
Certainly, Francis. So while we await the rest of the guys to join us, so many of them are not aware of the change in the time. So they'll come on when we are leaving. That's okay. But yes, it's a good thing that we're here again tonight. And a lot has been happening in the country. Interestingly, this is the weekend already. But most of you are aware that we've had this issue. We've had this issue over a couple of days with the LCC coming up with that pronouncement and talking about the slow pace at which a lot of people are declaring their assets, and then so following that information of 75 out of 500 persons declaring their assets, that became something that drew the attention of a lot of people, especially under a new administration that so many people have high expectations for. So then that became one of the major issues that a lot of people were talking about. Next up, we saw a comment from Senator Dillon when he said that he disagrees. First of all, he disagrees with the LCC on the aspect of their statement where, or the head of the LCC, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, where she said that they gave those people up to the 30th of June to declare their assets. So his own thing was, those people, the LCC does not have any authority to give a deadline for asset declaration. Once you enter a particular office, in fact, the code of conduct says before entering, you should be able to declare your assets. So there should be nothing such as a deadline for asset declaration. In fact, he believes that there should be nothing such as a deadline for asset declaration coming from the LCC. But not just that, something very important he also struck was the issue about party officials serving in government. He took a serious back on that. He thinks, and I want to drop this video. Let's just play a portion of this video. Then I'm going to come in with what we need to talk about concerning this. But let's listen to this, just a bit of this particular video.
Yeah. All persons under the code of conduct who are in government holding political party position must resign. They must resign. The code of conduct in part 5. Maybe you need to come back. Yeah. The code of conduct says, once you are appointed by the president, you are not supposed to be in political party management. If you are a chairman, you co-chair, you secretary, you treasurer, you chaplain of a political party, that's political party management. If we're going after people for violating the code, on one count, we cannot be violating the code on another count. Okay. I'm demanding, this is a general code. The next time I come here or anywhere and I have to do this, I will call name of those who must do so. They know themselves already.
Okay, so this is where Senator Dillon came from. He said, look, the code of conduct says people should be able to draw a line between the party functions and governmental function. If you want to serve your party, serve your party. If you want to serve government, serve government. But you cannot be an official of government and at the same time be an official of your respective political parties. And he went on to say that, though he didn't mention names, but he said, look, even on our very feet, this very thing we fought for, there are people who are caught in this particular web. I mean, welcome to the show. And he said the next time he comes back, he goes public, he will talk about that issue. In fact, he will go further to call names. The names of some of those individuals who are serving in party positions and at the same time in actively working in the government. Well, this statement got mixed reactions. And one of the reactions to this statement came from the former District 9 representative, Representative Akaras Gray. He has termed the senator's comment as total hypocrisy and deception. He thinks that the senator is not being upfront. He's not being real with this whole advocacy, this issue he's trying to raise. In fact, he thinks the senator is not the right person to even be preaching this particular message at this time. The former lawmaker thinks that the senator is trying to buy public sentiment. Now, I'm going to post right up here what the lawmaker wrote, the former lawmaker wrote. And we're going to take the conversation from here. But Francis, let's start with the first aspect of this conversation. Now, given what the senator said, the issues he raised, and of course, the reactions that are coming. I mean, where do you stand, first of all, on the senator's comment, his position with respect to people serving in party, actively serving their political parties, but at the same time in government? Now, whenever we talk about this, there are few names that will surface. Though the lawmaker, the senator said, when he comes back, if those people don't resign their positions in the political party, if he goes back public, he will start to name names. But let's go into the political parties. Who are those having positions in those parties, but at the same time serving actively in government? The very chairman of the UP, the Secretary General of the Unity Party, Mr. Amos Tware, he's at the LPRC. And you can go on naming names. I mean, and this is, but let's hear your take on this issue. I'm trying to get something up here real quick while we proceed with.
So there was a big issue about people serving in tenure position and campaigning for political parties, correct?
Yeah.
While they're serving in tenure. So understand the problem with that. But when it comes to like party officials working in government, that kind of let's say like a slippery slope. I can see where the senator's coming from, but I also don't see why he put in so much emphasis on it. So it's like I can see it from both sides, because one, you are party chairman, and then you're working in the government of the ruling party that you're a part of.
No, but Francis, do you individually, personally, do you see anything wrong with this? I'm going to pull up that particular portion of the code of conduct. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to put what the lawmaker wrote as well. But personally, do you see anything wrong with this? Someone serving actively in the political party and at the same time actively serving the country in governmental position.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of wishy-washy with that, but because I can see where he's coming from. Okay, you're party chairman and you're serving the government. So, and the president is from your party. So if you're not doing the work of the people, what would the president fire you or something like that? But equally so, the person, party official, president is also a Liberian. If they try to do a job, they are put there. The person not holding tenure position. So that's why, for me, I don't have a strong decision on this. I see why I can see both sides of the fence, but I would just think, okay, I just have to take side. In the interest of transparency and all the things, yes, I think they should resign that position if they are going to be holding top government office, holding top position in the government. You can't be running a party and then holding top office in the government.
Oh, so you are not agreeing, at the same time you're not disagreeing with the senator.
Yeah, but I'm just I'm coming from a devil advocate part, or looking at how things look from a I don't know how to say it, but it just don't look right. But I don't see
if
why
it doesn't look right, then it is expected that you will be agreeing with the senator if it doesn't look right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't. It's not like they are holding tenure position and they were campaigning like other people did. Because tenure position is almost like an independent person. You know, you fought, but the government people that the president appointed, these are handpicked people of his, right? That he want to work with. So even if they were in his party, or they are in his party and he appoint them and they are qualified, I don't see what the big deal is.
Okay, thank you very much. Emmy, you want to weigh in your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Nelson. Hi, everyone. I think the senator, it's not about whether something looks right or looks wrong to us. I think the emphasis was on tenure position. Like for instance, as I already said, and correct me if I'm wrong. That is what the code of conduct said. The tenure position, right, Nelson?
Okay, so
anything about
to settle this matter, I want us to go to the code of conduct. Sorry. Okay. I want us to go to part 5 of the code of conduct, where it talks about political participation. I don't know as to whether we're here. Okay, can you guys see this? Maybe I will have to enlarge it or something. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Let me try to
I can see it.
You can see it, right?
Yeah, it's on my laptop. Yeah,
I can't see anything.
Okay, so I think Emmy is okay. I've tried to enlarge the whole thing. I hope you guys
just read it. I'm okay.
Okay, so I've enlarged it. So this is it. Part 5, political participation. It says 5.1, all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not A, engage in political activities, canvass or contest for elected offices. B, use government facilities, equipment, or resources in support of partisans or political activity. C, serve on a campaign team of any political party or the campaign of any independent candidate. So it goes on. Let's go a bit. Let's go further down. Okay. So 5.2 says, wherein any person in the category stated in section 5.1 herein above desires to canvass or contest for an elected public position, the following shall apply. Any minister, deputy minister, director, manager, and managing director, superintendent appointed by the president pursuant to Article 56 of the Constitution, and a managing director appointed by a board of directors who desires to contest public office, public elected office shall resign said post 2 years prior to, and it goes on. So this is where it talks about the tenure. Any other official appointed by the president who holds a tenure position and desires to contest for public elected office shall resign said post 3 years prior to the date of such election. So I mean, these are some of the basis on which the senator.
Okay, Nelson. So
Yeah,
it's
that's why I wish
clear.
you showed that before
So
I made my
so
position.
it's clear, Nelson, that the Constitution did say that. So then the senator is right. So because
No, he's
I
not
thought
right.
it was
Yeah. So let's have Emmy to conclude. Then you
Yeah,
can.
sorry, go. Yeah.
so it said any official appointed by the president. That's what it said,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah.
never just said tenure. It said any minister or whatever. That's what it says. So if that is the case, then the law is the law. They have to resign. It doesn't say. I thought it just meant tenure position, but since it said any and they are all appointed by the president, then I do agree with the senator.
Now, so
Hmm.
put that thing back up. Let me see something real quick. I wish you had put it up before I spoke on it, the
Okay.
5.1. Because what, yeah, 5.1.
Okay. Yeah.
It
Go
says
ahead. That's
all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not engage in in political activities, canvass, or contest for elected offices, use government facilities, equipment, or resources in support of partisan or political activities, serve on a campaign team okay, to be short, for my understanding, my layman understanding, is after you are being appointed to start to do these things. Like if you are already being appointed, you cannot engage in political activities. Say, for example, the upcoming election, to go out canvassing, campaigning, or to run for elected office. You should have resigned that position. I think it said 2 years. Then put turning position, it said 3 years, right? So based on this, from my understanding, I may be wrong, but from my understanding, it's after you have been elected to that position. It's not because you're a campaign chairperson, you have to resign that position 2 years before you can be appointed. No, before you contest, going forward or campaign, after you are being appointed by the president. That's why I'm taking from here. It's not about you cannot participate in these or you can't be appointed or you should resign your position. I think it's forward looking
okay.
after you are being appointed.
I do agree with that too, Francis. But then again, so if the party is having anything, these people are just going to let's say the secretary general, the chairman, they would just be like, what? Not have anything to do with that. Or
But that's the
something.
tricky part.
I
That's the
do
trick.
understand too that after you have been appointed, I didn't necessarily not talk about it before. Like it's not the way it was saying. Oh, well, they're talking about 10 new people. They won't move in, then they bring in Patrick Hunter, and Patrick Hunter they were campaigning. Yeah, Patrick Hunter was campaigning when he was not in that position, so it doesn't apply to him. So you cannot say it's the same thing. I do agree with that. But then this part now, this is why I'm looking at like, okay, so what if the party is doing something? What if the party is having something like a program and something like that, which the secretary general and the chairman and all of that. So are they gonna be represented by somebody else or they're gonna so that's where I'm coming from with
Right.
it. But I
But
do agree.
in that case now, in that case, they should not attend, they should recuse themselves or they should quit that position. But according to the code of conduct, after you have been appointed, you cannot engage going forward in such activity. Like the election that just happened in Nima. If any 10 new people that the president appointed, whatever the case may be, went to Nima to campaign, you should be taken for your position. But if you are the campaign chairman, the party chairman, and you are appointed to your office according to what I read, then going forward you can't engage in any of those things. So like what you say is the party is doing something, you have to either quit your party affiliation or that position in the party or quit your job. But that's after you are being appointed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But then again, we're not the lawyers to interpret that, right?
Again, this is very important. Now, having settled the conversation on what the senators say, there was a reaction from the former District 8 lawmaker, Representative Gray. He sees everything that the senator is calling for now as something that is just a mere, that is intended to get some public sentiment. According to him, the senator's comments or his fight, his call at this time is deceptive.
Why?
He thinks that the senator is and has been aware of the very code of conduct, the regulations against holding both political party management and government positions simultaneously. Yet, according to Mr. Akaras Gray, yet the senator is aiding in the confirmation of officials who violated the rule. So now he's accusing the senator. So his point is, if you know that there is something such as a code of conduct, this law that exists and says individuals in this and XYZ position should not be participating, they should not be in their party's leadership, and at the same time in governmental position, when those people are carried before you for confirmation, what do? Have you ever raised the issue when those individuals were carried before you, or were you campaigning, were you aiding when it comes to the confirmation of those individuals? So the former lawmaker is saying that as much as the lawmaker allegedly aided, sat at the level of the Senate and confirmed some of those individuals, he has aided in this process, and he should not be the right messenger for this message.
Neither should he.
He thinks that the message is deceptive and is hypocritical. According to him, that's hypocrisy. What do you make of that? Let's start with Francis.
Oh, okay. I mean, I never thought I gotta drink Kojorobo to agree with Akara on the other one, because Senator Dillon sat over there during confirmation hearing and confirmed some of these people. So where was his code of conduct at the time? If he thought it was a bad thing, maybe he was not aware of
Francis,
that.
what if the lawmaker did not know?
That's why I was.
Now, if at the time he had not read that particular provision of the code of conduct to know what is what.
But then that's a problem, because you are confirming people.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, that's one of the things I said during the confirmation time, the height of the confirmation time, when somebody says something about, then just hurry up. Why President Braga people in there taking forever? And I said that confirmation is not just a 1 day, 2 days thing. A sophisticated country like the US, sometimes it takes a week.
Mm-hmm.
And when I talk about sophisticated country, they have the leaders will send their names early, or it will be floating out there, and these senators will start digging the dirt behind all these people, right? But Liberia, we are not there yet. But when they put on, they're flying through confirmation.
No, but listen, Francis, are you saying because we're not there yet, there should be, we should just give a blind eye to some of these things?
No. I'm not saying we should give a blind eye. I want to say we are not at that level where we can dig up. We have the top-notch investigative team that can dig up dirt behind all of the nominees and stuff like that, so to provide information to the senators so they can make that informed decision. But this code of conduct thing is not new. Darius Dillon, he's not a new senator. He's been through confirmation hearings before.
Look, Francis, we are about to move to Emmy.
I mean, I hate to agree with Carol, but he's right.
You're eating and chewing at the same time. I don't know how to put it. Listen. Previously, you agree with the Senator Dillon, that the points he raised, the issue he raised, were very important. That indeed we should not have people in parties, political parties management.
That was before you pulled the code of conduct. To be fair, that was before you pull up the code of conduct.
Okay, but even after I pull up the code of conduct, you still agree with the senator that his points are very important. That you should not be in political parties management at the same time in government. But
Nothing
here
like
you
you.
are again agreeing with Senator former lawmaker Mr. Gray that
You're not going to pin me as a flip
where do you
flopper,
see
Nelson. I admitted that before you read the code of conduct,
it?
I was conflicted. But after you put out the code of conduct, I took a stand. In my own understanding of the code of conduct, I took a stand that these people can keep that position unless forward-looking, that if there's any election coming on or campaign activities, they cannot be a part of it. I took a stand. But Akara is right. He's a second-term senator. He's supposed to know these things. And you will confirm somebody come on national radio, national platform, and try to make this big show. I hate to agree with Carol, but he's right. He's not the right messenger for that. Somebody else should say it, not Dillon. Somebody that was not part of that process.
Okay, Emmy, go ahead. Let's hear you on this one.
Yeah, so I think Akara's Gray needs to sit down and stop acting like he's something. So, sorry, when my son goes out, he come by, he yelling my name to the top. But anyways, yeah, maybe Senator Dillon did not say anything because he after this the code of conduct said after they are being appointed, right? They're not allowed to do any of those things.
Yeah,
so,
when you're in government.
Yeah. So that's why the senator probably did not say anything because he know that they should know the code of conduct and they were going to resign if need be, or set aside from participating in any political something. Not to say that, oh, he knew it or he's supposed to be the one at the confirmation that somebody said he's not an ombudsman, to be the one and say, oh no, you cannot be confirmed because you're part of this political party. No, that is not his place. So what Akara's Gray is saying, he has no, I know he and Dillon always went back and forth with it. And Akara's Gray don't want to be mute. He doesn't want to look like he's vanishing thin air. So he has to be looking for stuff to be relevant for people to, oh yeah, Akara's Gray. I remember him. He's still alive. I think that's what he's trying to do. But I would not say Dillon is being a hypocrite. No.
Okay,
but quickly, Nelson,
again, just before you come in, Francis, just before you come in, what time are we talking about here? Now, in the case, in just considering the issue that Mr. Gray is raising, he thinks that the lawmakers should have raised those issues earlier. And the time we're talking about here is when the government, which Representative Gray's support, was in power. At the time, you have Mayor Koji serving as secretary, or how do you call it, secretary of the party, serving as youth chairman of the party, at the same time, mayor of Monrovia. Right? So, and the list goes on. Even on the previous government, the government before the how do you call it? Before the CDC, under the Unity Party government, we had similar thing. Mr. Eugene Nangwe, and all of that. But he thinks that even while he represented great government was in power, the lawmakers should have raised those issues. He should have started to, alarm on those issues. And now he thinks it's late. But if it is late for Senator Dillon to raise those issues, is it early? Is it appropriate? Is it timely for former Representative Gray to start to speak on those issues, or to want to shut the lawmaker down because he's raising those issues when he did not alarm on it at all, despite being a lawmaker as well?
Nelson, it doesn't. Like I said, I hate to agree with Akara Gray, but I know the type of person he is as a public official. But it doesn't mean he can't be right about something, even though I hate what he stood for as a lawmaker. But it doesn't mean he can't be right. And we know this is politics. It doesn't mean because CDC got away with it, if it is against the law, so Akara doesn't have the right to speak about it now. You get what I'm saying? If you let me get away with it, fine, but it doesn't mean I'm going to let you get away with it. The same crime you allow me to get away with, I'm not going to allow you to get away with it. But the issue here is, Amy made a point about, maybe Senator Dillon thought that, they knew better that they would resign a position during confirmation. No, if Senator Dillon knew that was against the code of conduct, during that hearing, he would tell him, I cannot confirm you, and you are still holding a party leadership position. He could have said that during the confirmation hearing, but he did not say any of that, and he confirmed them. You see, so Akara, yes, he has his issues on a buttload of it, but on this one, he's right. It doesn't mean because they got away with it. So if it is illegal, which of course I don't, is not illegal anyway, based on my understanding of the code of section 5.1 that you read. But I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate here, that it doesn't mean because I mean he can be looking for attention. I can't be looking for attention, but on this one, he deserves the attention that he gets.
Princess,
He is right about it.
I don't think he's right, because first of all, will you say the same thing with the access declaration, something too? That's in the
What do you mean?
The assets declaration that he's supposed to deny everybody the confirmation because they are not declared as assets. Can we say that as well?
Technically, yes.
No,
because it says
no,
before
because you don't know.
No, but again, I want us to get something right with the asset.
That's a code of conduct issue too, right?
The asset declaration or the asset recovery team? Which one?
No, asset
declaration before taking office. So what I was trying to say is that I cannot resign my position. I'm going for a confirmation hearing. I don't know if I'm going to be confirmed in a place or whatever. So the senator can only ask me that question, but he cannot say, "Oh, I will not something you because you have not resigned your post." So whatever I'm denied that job or whatever, the same thing with I think the asset declaration something is more of something that the same thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be confirmed or anything like that. So before after you've been confirmed, you have to do that before you take office. So I don't see where Greg is right about anything here to say, "Oh, the senator is being hypocritical." No, I don't see it that way.
If we go by the code of conduct, that's the risk each and every individual take when they accept a nomination.
Is that what the Constitution said? That is the risk you have to take.
But I said, if it is a law, which of course I don't agree. Let me just declare again. I know I read section 5.1. It did not. It doesn't say that you cannot hold party office and be appointed.
No. Maybe you're reading that 5.1. You're reading that 5.1 in different language. Maybe it's in different language, right?
So that people can see.
Yeah, because here is the thing, and we don't even have to go through the entire that entire 5. That part 5. Just 5.1 right before us here. Let me get it back on the screen. Just the 5.1 right before us here. It says it all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not engage in political activities, canvass or contest for elected offices. Okay, so number 2, it says use government facilities, equipment or resources in support of partisan or political party activities. 3 or C, it says campaign, let's say serve on a campaign team of any political party or campaign for any independent candidate. So this is the thing, it's clear.
That is
that's forward looking.
This is just clear.
After you are being nominated, after you are being appointed, you cannot engage in these activities.
And this is what the lawmaker is saying.
No.
Francis,
let's campaign after they were nominated.
We're about to open the lines because we're seriously running out of time. We're about to open the lines. But here's the thing. When let's use the LPRC boss for example. He's the Secretary General of the Unity Party.
Right.
He's the Secretary General of the Unity Party. At the same time, managing director of the LPRC.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So this 5.1 is saying, nobody, let me talk it out Liberian way. If you in government, once the president appointed you, whether minister or director or whoever, you should not involve or engage in political activity. That one is clear. Whether you party sweeper or you party policeman or whatever, don't get yourself involved with political activities. The second one says, B says, use government facility, equipment, or resources to support a political party. Now, this is just here, Francis.
No. Okay, tell me where the managing director has done any of those things after he was appointed. No. Tell me where he has done it.
He hasn't.
Exactly. So this is forward-looking. After you have been appointed, you cannot use government vehicles that we have people that were doing to go campaign.
Francis, we're about to go to the lines, right? But let's take this. Let's take this. What if the political party has a meeting? Or some political party functions. The mayor is the secretary general of the political party. If you go into that meeting, what kind of car you will be using? Not the government vehicle.
No. If you do that, you're in violation. And if you attend that meeting as the secretary general of that party, you are in violation. You see, we talk about forward looking. After you have been appointed, if you do any of those things, you're in violation. Until those things happen. Based on my layman understanding of
the law is very hard to read. Listen to these lawyers.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I think we have to go to the lines on this. Like we said, let's take some calls. Let's take few calls on this as we wind down the curtains on this one. 0555-101075 is our local number, as you know. And you can call the WhatsApp line. Let me post the WhatsApp number up here so you call right now and be part of the show. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. And now let's take our first call here. This person, hello, your name and where you call from? No, we lost this person. 0555-101075. Let me make adjustment on this one. Okay, hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from? Go ahead. Please go ahead. You're live.
Yes, I want to make it clear. The senator said...
Your name and where you're calling from, sir. Your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Tinkers Village.
Tinkers Village. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah. There is a party of government and you are going through your confirmation.
Yeah.
When you're serving in a position, there, like the military party... That is very good. When you attend the program, you attend the program as a managing director. That's why being a party secretary, they mean as a managing director. So you must resign. So long you have been confirmed. The party now you should resign the party era of serving.
Okay. So in this case now, who do you agree with?
And serving the party at the same time.
Do you agree with Senator Dillon, the point he's raising on this particular aspect?
I agree with Senator Dillon.
Okay, let's come to the former Representative Gray. When he says Senator Dillon should not be raising this issue now because he's been reading that code of conduct, he knew about it, but he's still confirming those people. Do you agree with that?
Yes. You can confirm the name because it's really that simple. You don't know whether it will be confirmed or not. He confirm you when you know that you are getting the job. You're going to resign the party and serve the country.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Let's hold you there and take another person here on the line. Hello, your name and where you call from? We lost this person. Let's see if we can get this person coming from here. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Yeah, hello, Jesse. My name is Bayo, calling from Maryland, USA.
Yeah, please go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Can you hear me?
I think you have your radio on in the background. Okay, just make adjustment. I'm not getting you off the line. Reduce the volume of the radio, then I'll get you on shortly. Just hold on a bit. Let's squeeze this person in. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, it's like the Senator Dillon said yes about it.
Okay, you agree with Senator Dillon on this one, right?
Yes.
Why?
Because instead of writing.
Okay, thank you. Let's come back to the WhatsApp line with this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Nielsen. How are you?
Okay, yes, sir. You're back now. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think the problem with us in Liberia is that the laws are on the books, but we don't like to follow the laws.
Okay.
We only push the law when it's in our favor. It's clear that when you are appointed by the president, before taking office, even though that is not written there, but it implies, before taking office, you shouldn't be partaking in political
So you think those people should resign their positions in the political parties before taking office?
They should have even resigned right after their confirmation, before their commission, before they take on office. They should have resigned.
So where do you stand on the comment from Mr. Gray, Akaris Gray, when he says that the Senator Dillon comment is coming from a place of deception? Do you agree with him when he said that the senator should not be raising this alarm when in fact he's one of those confirming those individuals who are serving dual capacities?
No, I think Gray just want to be heard. You cannot blame the senator for that.
Okay.
First of all, the senator's responsibility is to confirm, folks that are appointed by the president.
Okay.
And the senator has done his work.
Okay.
It is the responsibility of those that have been confirmed to be responsible enough
to
find their position before taking office.
Okay. Thank you. Let's hold you there and take another person from this line. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, from Liberia. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
This is Emmanuel the Moon. I call you from Friday Market.
Okay. Let's hear you, sir.
You're 100% right. The level the person when you're being confirmed and go by resign your post from the political party. In failure to do that, the level the person to dismiss you. I can't really want to get relevant because the party have erred in the past and the North had nothing to do with it. You were very insulted on that particular topic today. Yesterday. If you really you don't even believe that it's a former lawmaker.
Okay.
He will want to please, we want to push a point. You be forward and push a point. But I'm disappointed, very much disappointed in the sense of awkward attitude that I don't expect that. My personal friend, I don't love our attitude.
Thank you.
Both other about this particular code of conduct. So you had no right to talk about it.
Thank you. Let's hold you there and take another person. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Well, I don't see quality for precisely.
Yeah, go ahead quickly from Maurice.
So the people
okay.
What a book because keep entering government.
What?
What and book because keep entering government.
What book beggars keep entering government?
Yeah.
But because the man when you know book in Mona serve a country?
No, we don't know book. You can only reading already is not education. And the man is educated is appearance. Education is not reading and writing. Those are educated. If they was.
Okay, so your point is when somebody, even if the person qualified, but when they pull them, not enter government, right?
No, not qualified. Qualification is not reading and writing. They are paying because that's why they keep stealing for the plan, they pay the widow and the orphan.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
But Nancy sort of asked the man, what is his on your qualification?
Okay. So that question the man asking, let's take the last call, then we'll come back on set. Baba, I see you want to make a point, but let's take the last call, then we'll come back on set. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
My name is Paul Ongo, and I join you from District 13, Massachusetts County.
Okay. Go ahead.
We believe in the ideology of General Gray.
Okay.
Gray served as the executive, the chair on executive at the former, 54 legislature.
Okay.
He knows well. Gray has been one of those people who have been, enlightening Liberian people to know their corporate social responsibility and that of our constitutional responsibility. people will sit down and say, "Oh, great, because it's not in representative position, so he has nothing to say in like doing." We will not sit down.
Okay.
The person who took great position, why are you spoken? Which committee you have served? Grace is still bigger than any lawmaker in that place.
On this discussion now,
this issue, my brother.
On this issue, where do you stand?
The contribution is what Grace said. Right.
Okay.
He's right. He's right. Why that was come in Malab, last year and sit down in part of the government. We're not going against the government.
Thank you.
But Grace is right.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your contribution. We appreciate you. We're gonna hold the course there, and Moba, take it.
Thank you guys. Mara, 1 second. Please do
make some adjustment here from my end. Yeah, cool.
Nelson, can you please highlight Leslie Smith comment? Thank you, sweetheart. Share the show, please. Don't just watch. Share and like.
I just found the show to tell you that I will join you shortly. I'm on my way right now. I'm going to get something. I would join, let's say 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think that one of my co-workers. You will come to the job and say, I can't call out.
You can put it in the comment section.
No comment section business. I got to tell Nancy in person because this video, actually, I've been running after stuff, but today I'll be on the show. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Call out, people pick up phone and call, but let's do it. Come to the job and say, I came to call out.
Yeah, but go ahead. You can take it on from there. You guys listen to the callers.
Yeah. So exactly like we said, right? It's after you have been confirmed, and you can go ahead and do that. So I guess because the senator haven't seen people do that, and then again, the people these people have not, like, for instance, have been engaging in anything like that. So I don't see why it's a issue they can recuse themselves or whatever. I don't know what to say about that part of it, but I haven't seen them doing anything like that. Oh, wait a minute. The chairman was in Nima, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he got caught, right? He saying got caught in the cookie jar. I think he was in Nima doing that, and that was wrong. I didn't see anything something with that because I thought this was just for tenure positions. I did not know that it was for everybody. So, yeah, but nobody to go. What's his name? Grid is right. Grid is still there. Grid is still there. We know that general, man. We're not talking about Grid being there, but he's not right about this one. It's not his place. That he's sitting in his place. The senator is saying he's not being hypocritical. He's saying exactly what he should be saying. He cannot be there being a ombudsman or whatever and be like, oh no, I can't confirm you because you have to. So what if I resigned and the rest of the people then confirm? It's just you because you not telling me to do it and you will confirm me, but everybody else don't. So what the senator said that after you have been confirmed, which is more reasonable than our cars get sitting there, but he's supposed to say, no, since you still this, you don't know. That's not right.
But if we are going to go according to the code of conduct, for me, I already made my point known that Senator Dillon is not right in my view of, from my interpretation of Section 5.1. The president can appoint the party chairman, and going forward, the party chairman is not allowed to participate in the thing. But if we look at it from what the senator is saying, or you guys saying, because if you're not supposed to hold party position and be appointed, the moment you are confirmed, you have the position. Then everything is wrong. Because once the person goes through the confirmation process and the Senate confirms that person, I see people say, "Oh, then you can resign after you are being confirmed."
Yeah.
Then we should throw the code of conduct away based on that interpretation, because you cannot have you cannot be confirmed. Then they say, "Oh, go now and resign." If they say you cannot hold party position and then hold public office, the moment you are confirmed, you have public office. So we can.
Okay, so Francis, I got a question for you. So all those people that were appointed, and then later on, they withdrew that appointment. You telling me they were supposed to go ahead and resign, and if they had done so, then what now?
Talking about holding for on a party.
Yeah, if there was
official.
somewhere in the party had some
if you're party official, yes, because when you are confirmed, if we want to go based on the Dillon explanation of the code of conduct, the moment you are confirmed, you are in the position.
Yes.
Position. So why when you confirm somebody who is actively holding position in a political party, but then you give them government position? If you say it's against the code of conduct, why do that? For me, I don't believe it's against the code of conduct until the person, after confirmation, violates the code of conduct by engaging in those activities that are listed. That's what I believe. But if you want to go based on what you guys are saying right now, then you are confirming somebody, knowing that person is already a party official, then you are giving them the job, because the moment you confirm them, they have the job. So 1 second after you confirm that person, you, the senator, to knowingly violated the code of conduct.
No, that's not what
because you can. That's not what you confirm somebody who's a party chairman, and you confirm them to the position, so the person has a job already. You're supposed to say no. That's a risk you take. That's a risk you take.
No, Francis, because I disagree with you, because even like I said before, the access declaration, right? Before you take office, when you're appointed, you're going through confirmation, you haven't taken office yet. After that, that's when you go and declare your assets. Because all of this, you're just appointed, you're going through confirmation, you don't know if you have that job yet. That's what we're trying to say.
After you are confirmed, do you have the job?
After you're confirmed, you have the job.
But then you see
everything that they say you shouldn't do while you got that job, that's when you undo them.
They say before taking office, you should do so and so thing.
Okay, so when you're appointed, have you taken office?
No. So, but what you are going through the process. When you are confirmed, you have the office.
Right.
So if you are not provided necessary document that you are needed, that you are required to provide before taking office, and then you are confirmed, so you are in violation because you have the office already.
Okay, my brother, maybe I'm not something this way, but I think you make me look like a superstar today. I don't know about the government, but listen.
No,
if you're confirmed, right? If you're confirmed, you have to be commissioned by the president before you take office. There's a ceremony that is held, right?
That is just formality. It's just formality. So long as Senate confirm you have the position. That's just formality.
Because right after you're confirmed, you're not going straight and somebody to go start doing this inside. You have to be commissioned. So within that time period, Francis, this is when you have to do those things. You cannot just use the president say, "Oh, I choose Francis to be a so and so director." Then Francis go, "Yeah, bye, yeah. I don't want to be
here." The moment you walk out of,
no. Then when Francis go, he ain't get confirmed. Then Francis come out and say, "Well, I just resigned my position."
That's the risk you take. Because the moment you walk out of the Senate,
it shouldn't have to be a risk. In the Constitution does not put it as a risk.
No,
it's a code of conduct. After you something that's to go into, it's not the Constitution is not doing it because you want the people to take risks or whatever.
No, I agree with you. I mean, the Constitution is not saying people should take risks, but if we're going to read it verbatim, this should happen before this. It's like sequence of events. This should happen before you do this.
Mm-hmm.
So if the moment you walk out of the Senate and they say, "Okay, you are confirmed as the minister of blah blah blah,"
mm-hmm.
you are that minister. The commission thing that Jeff Vla, because you already now have been confirmed as the minister of blah blah blah. So if you needed to bring, let's say you needed to present your passport before becoming the minister, are you going to say, "Okay, we'll confirm you"? Then you can bring your passport. You're already the minister after you are confirmed.
It depends if your passport is needed by the Senate.
No, but that's what I'm saying. According to the code of conduct, you cannot, like I said, direct interpretation of that in my book is wrong, because you can be appointed. But if we're going to go based on what you guys are defending, then it's wrong to appoint, to confirm somebody for them when they're already taking office. then you say now you can go resign. No, but I don't agree with the interpretation. So that's why I'm not even fighting it too much because I know he's wrong. You can be confirmed even as a party chairman, but you just can participate in those activities going forward. But if you want to interpret it that way, then why he confirming people that Akara Gray is right? If based on what Darren Dillon is saying, Akara is right. I hate to say Akara is right, but he is right.
Don't hate to say it, but if he's right, we would say he's right. But I don't think he's right.
Based on Dillon's explanation, Akara is right for what he said. But I know Akara is wrong because Dillon is wrong about Section 5.1. Yep. Well.
Yeah. So, why it's called a conduct thing. I think they need to be doing everything like I said the last time. If to make people to understand, maybe the Constitution needs to be rewritten.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And say if because people wanted to be spelled out and put it in there, and because everybody will have their own interpretation. If this go to the court, I'm pretty sure they're going to say something out of what I'm saying or what you're saying, either way. So I think maybe the shall, shoe, when, there's all of that, they need to like make it plain and say, oh, before you, but if I'm had to resign and go, somebody better be confirming me, hook or crook. Because all hell will break loose if I resign my job and I don't get confirmed. It's something will happen.
Our brother was saying,
but this is where I come from. And so the Constitution is not telling you to give up anything to you until you got this, then you give it up, but not to go and risk your something and then you go find out that you're not. No, I don't think that.
Our brother Leila was saying, you quit a job. You quit your job when you get your new job. I do not advocate for anybody to quit their job and not get another job. But in the corporate, in private sector, there is no rule that says you can't have multiple jobs. There's no rule that says you can have multiple jobs. Mm-hmm. Huh?
I say in the private sector, yeah.
Yeah, there's no rule. So, my brother said you can't quit, you don't quit a job until you get a new job. But when it comes to government, based on the code of conduct that Darren Dillon want to explain, based on that code of conduct, the moment you are confirmed, you have the office. So if you don't want someone to take office while being a party officer, they don't confirm them. Don't confirm them.
That's not his place, though. That's not his place.
Oh no,
that is not his place. You want to ask question? Will you resign your position or the same thing they were doing?
So why the president doesn't resign?
You declare your assets. It's not his place to tell anybody. Say bring your assets before I confirm you.
What can you do if the president doesn't? What can the Senate do if the president doesn't? Oh,
well, nothing up here tonight.
If the president doesn't resign that position after they are confirmed,
if the person doesn't resign, I think that's the eldest. What's the code of conduct people name? I think that's their position now or whatever.
There's nothing you can do to that person.
Yeah,
the president. Only the president can remove that person that he or she appointed. So,
Nelson, we can move on now.
No, Lane, my brother Lane, Nelson. Vasco and Boba did not switch places with me tonight. It's simple understanding, my brother.
That's not tonight.
Yeah, Lane,
that's not
He always on point, but tonight he's missing the mark.
And this is very important. At the end of the day, we look forward to seeing how it goes. We can all see clearly that both individuals, both Representative Gray and Senator Dillon, they've been through the corridors of the legislature. They know how it should be, and of course, one person is speaking out now. One person did not speak out.
At least Senator Dillon is speaking out against his own party. What did Gray do?
12 solid yes, 12 broken yes. Exactly. One person did not speak out, and the other person is speaking out now. But who should we listen to more? Who is that person that is speaking more for the Liberian people at this time? Who's more concerned about the public sentiment? And these are other areas that we can look at as well. But indeed, the issue about the code of conduct, you can clearly see here that it has been trampled upon, not just by one administration, but all of the administrations that we've seen, from former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to how do you call it, President George Weah, and now we're talking about President Boakai. But let's move on, guys. The president made a pronouncement: in the first 100 days, no car will get stuck in the mud.
Oh, goodness sake.
In the first 100 days, no car will get stuck in the mud. In the first 100 days, all major roads will be pliable. In the first 100 days. Now, guys, it's been more than 100 days. It's been more than 100 days. It's been maybe 110 days or pretty close to 113 days, and this is where we are in the first 100 days. Look, is it fair to want to grab this government, to want to grab this administration, and judge this government that was just inaugurated on the 22nd of January by 100 days performance? Is it fair to do so? Or is there any reason why Liberians should rethink and try to reposition that 100 days into a context to mean that in the soonest possible time, things will get on course? Yeah, Emmy, let's hear you.
Okay. So I don't think that people should hold this government for 100 day performance. Or first of all, let's get this straight, Nelson. You said no car will get stuck in the mud in 100 days. Did any car get stuck in the mud in 100 days? After the 100 days, you're on your own. Okay. But anyways, that was just a joke.
No. I mean, let's not go there. The first 100 days was dry season. That was dry season there.
Smart, but bad. No car will
No,
get stuck in dry season.
The actual context, the real context of that first 100 days was after 100 days. That's how Liberian people, got to interpret it. After 100 days.
That's how Tunisian got to interpret it. The 100 days should be the 12 years of performance. That's what all the 6 years of performance, but no. They want to mislead the Liberian people. Somebody can make a pronouncement about what I would do in my first 100 days.
Okay.
And like I said again, it takes money. It takes resources. I'm pretty sure JMB wasn't thinking about his bank account when he was making no pronouncement. He was thinking about the government bank accounts. Okay? So when after he got there and he's saying that the government bank account was empty, was looted, was stolen from, he couldn't have done those things that he wanted to do the way he wanted to do it. They tried. They put some mud down, as they said, whatever. I'm not there. But that is that's where I stand with that. You cannot do something in the budget. They had to do like extra, whatever. The budget has not been passed, and they were complaining about money and all of that. And every many Liberians know how constrained this government is right now. They know what they met there. They know what is going on right now. Okay, from what the past administration did. The ones then that are running around now, acting that they did something so good for the Liberian people and want to brainwash them, thinking everybody is like them, that, you're supposed to, as long as he said it, so even if he doesn't meet the resources and something, they'll still hang him. No. He never did it because the things he was thinking he was going to meet there wasn't there when he came. So there's no money. Well, how you expect this man to do those things, Nelson? It costs gas when the yellow machine on the road. It costs this one. It costs where the load that they have, where it could stop is what they did. Okay, but that doesn't mean that is his entire 6 years. So we should crucify him for it. No, It's only 100 days. What, 3 months and a half or so? That's it. We got like what? 5 years and how many months to go? 7 years. My perfect key math. Don't call me.
Yeah, that perfect key math you want to.
What's the big deal? Come on, so I think those propagandists are out there. They are all seditious, running around like they're losing their minds. But the Liberian people knows better. Everywhere, many Liberian people know what the country is. Something they know what they were feeding and what they are feeding now. So they don't expect the government to do something miracle. He's gonna do those things, but he's gonna have to generate money to do them.
Okay, so Francis, let's hear from you. Let's hear your take. Is it fair for anyone to grab this new government, to drag this government on the basis of 100 days deliverables? 100 days, no car gets stuck in the mud. Is there any reason why anyone should drag this government on the basis of 100 days?
Yeah, because what you tell the Liberian people you do, the Liberian people, the ordinary Liberian, they're listening to you. They don't care about what's in the cover or what's not in the cover. You have to make them to understand that burden of proof is on you, the government, to explain to the Liberian people. But you tell them no car got stuck in the money, and that's what you're saying. No car got stuck in the money in the first 100 days. I mean, you're saying no car got stuck.
I ain't see car getting stuck. You saw one.
Nothing. Did you guys report from a place where a boy was speaking BB-Bo? Huh?
That was in the 100 day, right?
It was in the 100 day.
After or before?
No, within the 100 day. The Spoon reported 2 trucks stuck in opposite direction. It was crazy. The boy was speaking BB-Bo over there. He played a video here a couple of times. Mm-hmm. So within the 100 day, car got stuck. But for me, I mean, for those of us that have been involved in politics as well, outside, we know these are just rhetoric that most leaders will use. But you should use that time to lay your agenda or tell the Liberian people what you are going to do. But when you go and tell people, say no car will get stuck within the first 100 days and stuff like that, then start happening. The ordinary Liberian that waiting to drive to the southeast and not go through Ivory Coast, they're excited. But then when they start getting stuck, then you have a problem. So yes,
Francis, let's do this. Let's do this, right? The CDC government spent 6 years in power.
Yes.
Over the period of 6 years, even at the end of the 6 years, President George Weah had to go through Ivory Coast to access the southeast. Why? Because it was rainy season. And then the issue put forth to the people in the county was that, oh, we couldn't fix the road because it was rainy season. But beyond just what he said, it was visible, it was clear that constructing roads along that corridor would have cost a lot of money, and perhaps the government did not position herself well to underwrite the cost and all that. So what was not done in 6 years, Francis? Is there any possibility of doing that within 3 months or 100 days?
The answer is no. But President Weah, that explanation he gave the people of the Southeast, and I was kind of surprised why there was still Zigbe I was there for him when he told them it was a 6 more arena. Make it, he didn't get when he get to a math right to know that he was in office for 6 years, and we got 2 seasons, winning a dry season. So he has 6 dry seasons, or 5 dry seasons, whatever it is, to fix that road, and he didn't do it. So that I'm not going to say what he didn't do in 6 years should be done in 100 days. It's not possible. But we are going based on what President Barker said.
Yeah.
And not what President Weah did not do. I know President Barker, if he's serious, he can fix that road. That poor excuse George Weah gave, the money was too much. You know how people got rich in this government? They could fix the road. Within 6 years, 6 years you can fix the road. But man, people before the war, there was no paved road to those same places, but people still used to drive to go to the southeast. Now used to go through Ivory Coast because public work was maintaining the road. And I even heard people during President Sharif's time, they said public work was maintaining a lot of those corridors. So just we have an explanation doesn't add up. We can't really listen to that, and we don't expect President Braga to do what he did do in 6 years in 100 days. But nobody put gun to President Braga here to say the things he said. So the ordinary Liberian have been struggling for the last 6 months, excited about the rescue team. Here the rescue papa say you will not get stuck in the first 100 days, and then it happening. It's disappointing. Even though we know they have to explain to the people.
Francis, this 100 thing. Let's look at it from another perspective, right? The president made the pronouncement during the heat of the campaign. He goes in office. He takes office on the 22nd of January. Then he realized that, look, I thought we had money in this place, but there's absolutely nothing here to even buy stationery, to start printing paper, to buy ink for the printers. We not even get money to buy air condition for the offices. Next up is the budget needs to be passed. Okay, the budget drags until after 3 months of the administration before the budget is finally passed. Francis, is that reason genuine enough for anyone to want to pardon this government on her 100-day promise when in fact she was not in authority at the time, speaking out of government now that this administration is being faced with the reality of what it means to be in government?
Nothing. Your question was, is it fair for people to criticize this government for what they said they were doing?
I choose your question.
So I agree with the explanation that you just gave, but our ordinary people that sit in Liberia, in the villages or in those counties that have the problem, you should have good messaging. But they will take you at your word when you said within the first 100 days, no car will be stuck in the mud. I understand why he inherited. So we all sympathize or empathize with him for what he inherited. We know what the damage that was done. But what you said to our people that are desperate and they voted for you because out of desperation, and then you can't say, I didn't know what. Then get them good message. Get a good PR team to tell the people. But your question was, is it fair to criticize them?
So, yes. Francis, your argument is your argument being that President Bouaka did not come back to explain to the Liberian people after he encountered all of these things that Nelson was naming, or since he said it, he was supposed to do it regardless of whatever.
No. I understand that it couldn't be done. I understand that it couldn't be done. But like you said, when you face with a problem, talk to the Liberian people. Tell the Liberian people what's going on. You have already been elected. You are not committing any impeachable crime by saying, people, you will lose credibility, but you still got 5.5 years to redeem yourself. I know the person will do better, whether it's rocket, but you have to face the Liberian people and tell them, this is what I thought we could do, but when I got in office after inauguration day, I saw they put loot at the whole place. So we would do this stuff. You get what I'm saying? But
I agree with that part. So talk to them. Yeah, I agree with that part.
Okay, so Francis, we're about to move to Soiree. Soiree, I want to welcome you to the show. But Francis, I'm just trying to imagine what you are asking here. What you are asking here, I'm just trying to imagine it. So the president made a promise to the Liberian people. 100 days, no car will get stuck. 100 days now pass, the road is still muddy. Cars still sticking in the mud. Francis is saying that President Bouaka should come back to the Liberian people and say, the thing what I tell you during the campaign time, it's not possible.
No, Leo.
So, not after the 100 days. Don't you prepare in my mouth. Not after the 100 days. When he was encountering that problem in the 100 days, that when he's going to talk to the Liberian people.
No. Francis. During the heat of the problem, after the problem, that is still about the problem. So Francis is saying that by this time, President Bouaka is supposed to come back to us and say that 100 days thing I tell you is not possible again. It will not happen, and your heart will not be on it. You will not think about it. But let's look at how the sales here will be. For instance, is that
no? That's the people get more credible.
The president
you'll be more credible when you come and tell the people. Based on your explanation, everybody here talking about how they looked at the country, right? And you can say, oh, it's not possible. Based on what I've seen right now, it's not possible. Budget hasn't been passed. We only got, I think, a third of the budget, whatever, I think for $1 million. It can't do all that stuff because you need money to do all these things. And when you took office after the 22nd at noon, and the budget, I think within January, it only get past 40% or $44 million. You couldn't fix road with that. So he's supposed to tell the people. It's not going to be realistic. But you start after the 100 days.
Are you imagining how that would have made the president to appear?
Of course, that you're a leader. You take the good with the bad. But that's when you get credit based on the people, because when you tell them, you get the bad news, then you start to work on things that are affecting their lives and improve it. You get a lot more credibility than to just sit there and say, let me have myself and hope that the thing will pass. It will not pass. So you should have spoken to the Liberian people within the 100 days when he knew that it was not going to be possible. If the public works minister told him that it was possible, then he need to fire him. He need to fire him.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear from Bida. Bida, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on tonight.
Thank you. The teachers of time, because we come the time we come on the show. But happy, they say never late. Never late and better.
No. Anyway, they say what? Never late and better.
You're not hearing. So let's get to the show. Basically, we have to give our contribution to that, and I appreciate you guys for beginning the show. And I've been following the show, following some business ideas to her opinion on business issues of concern. But I think
Peter, leave all that BB book then, Peter. Is it fair for anybody to drag this government on the basis of 100 days promise, especially when the president said no car will get stuck in the mud? Given what the reality is, looking at Liberia's own situation, the costs associated with making those roads pliable, is there any reason why Liberians sitting somewhere now should at least sit and say, oh, okay, we understand, though the president said it, but we know this, that, and X, Y, Z are not possible, and we think we can understand with the administration on this?
It is not fair, Nelson, and I think I'm going to be rhetorical on some of the things you guys say here, because looking at the constraint, and you want to look at what the president inherited, like all of us share here. Well, how to make the Liberian people understand one thing when it comes to the budget issue, friends, and other folks following the show. When you talk about budget, my people, they're not money that just sitting there. Before, when the president came to power, I know the president said there will be no cars stuck in the mud, meaning road will be pliable, which we acknowledge. And I said it on the platform. I said it was a well-calculated political statement. Given the fact that you're looking at the time frame of dry season and all the busy things, I think before the president made that statement, he was kindly advised. He was given some business advice. So that statement, it was achievable, I can say, and I will always say it, because he said within his 100 days as a government, no car will get stuck in the mud. You can relate to the fact that there are business work that are ongoing in business community. You look at from the Broadville angle, you look at the Coca-Cola factory angle, and you go out of the county. I mean, the city. You go to Buchanan, Cartington, you go to Zweju and other county, right? So, in my knowledge, the 100 that you cannot hold the government fairly on some of those promises, because what we inherited as a government is, in any logical mind, nobody will tell you that the government could have done some of the things it said within the 100 days. Again, some of the business achievements that I need, I could give the government applause. on the business achievement that they did in their 100 days, because it is constraining to any government to come to power with, to not work on any budget. I mean, you working from some business revenue that you generated from other ministry to run your government. Sometimes the budget that we're hearing, 700 million. It is not something that you're sitting there. Those guys gotta go lobby it. That is why you're seeing the president on basic trade. To lobby has to have various sectors can get some funding, right? In terms of budgetary support. So let me our people understand that the issue about governance, sometimes we hear about the budget and sometimes it being like, but is this money sitting right over there? So it would be fair enough to hold a government who ran on a functional budget, because there are a lot of things that are happening in governance. Sometimes the government is constrained. We know, we've been knowing how government been running from various ministries and other agencies. So you will not want to come on the platform to say, okay, what all they said they should have done all. But at least 80% were done, and we saw some of the footprints. So we can appreciate the government. It would not be fair for anybody to hold the government for not implementing what all they said within 100 days. It would be very illogical. So I think we can be reasonable with some of the things that happen within the 100 days. But moving forward after the 100 days now, because I've always said we have to sustain some of the things that we have already passed within the 100 days. We talk about road being pliable within 100 days. But what after the 100 days? We should look at the format of some of this statement, right? So because when you as a government, you got road part of your agenda and no business thing, you should take it paramount. So we want to audit government. Your governance should not only be restricted to the 100 days. We appreciate that you did some things that show light in governance, but beyond that, the bread and butter issues and some of the things that you're doing, you should continue it. That's why we make people to always believe in your government. So I think it will be fair. Let's give for the 100-day period that we are discussing tonight, let's give the government a plug. And it will not be fair for you to say, oh, how the government should have done. Oh, no. That sometimes we should come with reasonable mind to somebody conversations. Right. I think that is my take.
So I think people are saying, oh, was it fair the way we are judged and this and that? What would you say to that for 100 days? Do you think we are inherited a better Liberia than Joseph Boakai did?
Well, basically, looking at what we are inheriting and what we are left there, I would say we are inheriting a better governance. We are inheriting assistance. We are inheriting governance with cultures, which he came in, broke down some of the business sectors that you can see. They abused some of those sectors that Madam Ellen Johnson said. I've not been a fan of Madam Ellen Johnson said governance. I had several disagreements with how she governed in the past, but there were systems. There were budget. There were Mr. We are great. Ellen Johnson said the government 80%.
Exactly.
So that means there was system. Yeah, there was system. There were place in government that you can boast of. I mean, but those guys came, they broke down every system. So how will you grade Mr. Weir as compared the governing system was that we are left as compared to what Mrs. Salih left for him?
Yes.
You cannot, because that's
the question for the Weir.
Yeah, Mr. Weir grade Ellen 80%. And he went further to say he would protect our president, which is the president constitution, right? But all the things show that Madam Ellen Johnson said he left a governance, a structure of governance, and she left a very good budget there. And she even disagreed with some of the statements he made against the funding they left there. I think the balance they left in the cover of the governance.
Yeah, you're right. They were back and forth with respect to broke coffers. So President George Weah said they met broke coffers.
Yeah.
They inherited broke coffers. And former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said no. There was sufficient money left in the coffers to kickstart activities. And so if anybody thinks that there was corruption to that point where the government had to leave broke coffers, then they should take her to court. She's open. She's willing to go and exonerate herself.
Yeah,
so that was the back and forth.
They never took them to court. So we know
and I think in my mind, I think in my mind that was a great challenge to Mr. Weir administration to do the right thing. Erin came and said some things about corruption that she couldn't fight corruption. Those were peers that Mr. Weir could have used. But again, the country it is the way it is. People can't govern it with a weak man saying that back on be back on. That back on be back on thing. Joseph Boakas try to do it. I mean, we're not seeing the kind of a legacy that we have to see. We are seeing some footprint that bring it down back.
You want to jump into our next talking point now, but let me hold you there. Thank you, Peter. Moba, welcome to the show. I see you are having another conversation on the side. Are you ready to be with us? Are you here, Moba?
Remember, John, a new topic.
Are we you guys? You don't reach to me, so I want mute.
No. Wait. We not reach to you or you not reach to you. Which one are you taking?
No, but listen.
No, you haven't reached to us, but we are here.
Because
go ahead, Moba.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me know
so
if you go ahead.
What on your
Just
mind,
go ahead.
You want to discuss the issue about the green?
What kind of what on your mind? This show going
No. Listen, I was following the show. I hear discussing about the how you call it? George Williams. The present government. So I can come with my own idea that like.
But Moba, the question is, is it fair for anybody to drag this administration on the basis of her 100-day deliverable promises, especially when the president said no car will get stuck in the mud? Given all that we've seen now, now that things did not go as per what the government promised, is it fair for anybody to drag the government, or should Liberian people just understand that, yes, though the president says some of those things, but in reality, those things are not achievable within 100 days?
I don't think so, man, because
You think what?
I don't think people should drag this government to the 100-day delivery, because we all understand, right? A lot of things transpire in a short period of time. When it comes to the financial aspect, how much money the government how many amount of money they left in the account, what was the total money, how much they use, how much they took for salary. So we saw a lot of discrepancy when it comes to that identical figures. So end of the day, when I come here, we say because this government, like they make all their 100-day deliverables, so we will come there and bash them or no. I don't think that would be a good idea. But what I can say, when it comes to the road issues, let us show one road rain falling in Labrador now. Some places rain falling. Let us show where kind of heat in the mud. We looking at the rehabilitation of roads in the country more especially.
Moba, are you serious? Have you been following the issues?
Moba joking.
Have you been following? No, Moba, since you left Liberia, you haven't been following the issues.
No, but listen. The road, the people greater and putting debt in. Okay, but next thing, help me. Which one of the road that hitching? That means which one of the car hitching in mud? Whatever. Let's say 100 days. Apart from maybe when you talk about the other issues, but for me, all the roads I've been seeing, like much better, the Eastern Road where we saw a lot of car hitching. Recently we saw greater in that whole road, making it to
and
be.
The senator said it was passable. He's paying.
So great, but the president said all major corridor will be addressed. No car will get stuck within 100 days, but it's still happening. We're not saying it's
but
bad.
not everywhere now.
But listen, if you can show me one or two or put a video that will see but end of the day, what we are saying is that you can bash the government for the 100-day delivery against anybody, because we look at 100 days to be long, but 100 days are short. It's very short. 100 days is very short. So we're not coming and say, and what they achieve, and first of all, you must look at the financial aspect. Look at the financial aspect. You're not going to tell people, you say, you'll go work. No. Look at the money they left in the account. What was there for the roads? What was there for all the projects? What was the bill that people passed? Nothing. Senator knew that their government was over when they were leaving. They took a huge amount of money with them. They cleared their time.
How much they took with them?
My man, you want me to get you figures there? Figure. Don't say, my man, no. Because they take a lot of money with them now. They can sustain themselves and their family, because they knew that the people sanction that they can come to the United States, their family got to live. They seen lost zero left. They were living in America here. So they believe that if they, like they leave power, they will do whatever they want to do. They already get their LA sanction and their Magnitsky act on them. They can't go out of the country, but what they can do, they can make their comfort zone like United States of America. They get everything they want to get in there. They can go out, they can go Ghana, they go whatsoever, they can send their children. You understand? So when we're talking, we should come with fact and tell the Liberian people that the amount of money that the government that left, how much they left in the account. Then we can discuss about the 100-day delivery. So when I come here and bash the government, no, and the government doing well. This government doing well.
Mobile. Who made the promises? Who made the promises?
That's it. Our campaign promises. You can tell me, say 100% of the, let's say, majority of the measures people get during campaign, 100% can work. It's not possible.
So Mobile. You are telling the Liberian people that the thing.
No, he's not. Don't use the mythology of people.
No. I just want to understand. I just want to be sure of what I'm hearing from Mobile.
Me, I'm a realist. When I see the shot, how I can call it. Let me frank, right? If I come into if the government say if they, like probably they met with their tax end of the day, we shouldn't come there and say because. But again, let me look at the financial aspect now. Let's look at the financial aspect. You think they will take all the people and put in there and say, you know what, y'all go where will I pay, y'all go where our money? No. Let's look at the financial aspect. So probably within our sector, we can come and say the government, could meet with all these 100 days, but based on the financial aspect, they could not because the amount of money they needed, it was not in the account. So that would take it from that context. So will you hold the government for that? No, you can't. You cannot hold the government for that because the government.
Mobile. Do you think that the government should be explaining or apologizing to the Liberian people for not living up to 100 days deliverable at this time? No. Do you think
what the government can do or what they should do, right? Come to the public, tell the Liberian people, tell us where you get all the shortfalls, what you never met or meet your promises. Number one, tell the people about the financial aspect. Then let the people sit there and say, okay, you know what, I too. When the government came to power, the money they still take it to do they want to do that, when the people take it and eat it. So end of the day, they could not meet our goals. Then the Liberian people now will blame the past government. But if they keep mute, the people will think that maybe they get a fund and all the things they said and all went through. So they will think that to be a liar. But for me, I will not judge them by that. I will not judge the government by that. Yeah.
Wow. This is serious.
So the government, the Minister of Information need to come out and inform the Liberian people because look, Nelson, let me conclude by saying that one of the key things Liberian, like a lot of people lacking on, right? Like a lot of people, information. Information is most important in every government. Day-to-day updating. That's what I tell my sister that she's getting there. Look, when it comes to the justice system, if somebody got killed or somebody do something, right? Look, the police there to even they got to give that secret if they find weapon, how the weapon looking, but they give the public the day-to-day update that we, because the more you come out and tell the public how the case going, we're working on the case, we'll bring you closer, we'll do the one, you updating the Liberians, then they feel comfortable. They feel that, yes, our people are working. But you can just sit down and you can talk, you just keep mute on everything. The end of the day, you think like Rebel can tell you say the men working. No, don't tell the men are working.
Thank you, Moba. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Vida, you want to make a quick point?
Quickly, Mulva, I think you've been very unfair to the Liberian National Police and the Ministry of Information. I have always been opportune to follow most of their press briefings, so I think it is important. At times, you follow some of the media to see the briefing, and when you watch some of the briefing, they don't only have themselves speaking, but they have people from various sectors coming to speak on issues of concern. So I like to urge you maybe Thursday, every Thursday.
Oh
Sometimes
no,
they
but
have their.
you can give mobile that advice in the background, not to advise mobile on the show. I mean,
No, no, I'm not advising. I'm
no,
urging you to do because
just because
sometimes you
you
want
pop
to.
into a live broadcast, you pop into
This
a
is
live
you
Nelson,
making
broadcast,
a
you
no,
watch
no,
it
point.
no, the man
small,
right. Nelson
you
is
look
man
at
right. But let me
small,
ask you one
they
question.
want the man
No,
that look at
because
and
sometimes
when you
Nelson,
say a busy, no man, you don't do that. You
No,
don't do
Nelson,
that.
the man
no,
right. No, Nelson, the man right.
Nelson
And
is
I accept
important.
it, right? I will check on all the various, I know report, I know like
But you
from
two,
the
the
Policy.
man gotta tell you first. The
from
man
the.
gotta
No,
tell
but
you.
listen now,
So say you
because
over all the calling
No,
to
but
recently,
hear
Nelson,
that.
not anything no appear somehow. I'm just urging it, brother. You by left
Nelson,
now.
No, that's
President,
not.
listen now, Nelson, recently a girl was killed, right? I think a woman or what? How did start off that case? What's going on in that case?
Where?
What's the update on that case?
Well, that's why he told you to watch the briefing every
No, but
Thursday.
my brother can share a
Okay,
little bit like that.
I, I will share that last video with you. But the Labrador National
Okay,
Police gave
thank
update
you.
on that lady who was killed to Banavie, right?
Yeah.
That MCC worker,
You
right?
see, Baba?
Mm-hmm.
You
And they
just
said
accused me of wrong with.
yeah, they are listening to the police argue. They say there has been 2 arrested, and they are still further investigating some of those guys. He said even that place has been quarantined right now because of that lady. That Banavie Johnson has been quarantined. They reinforced the police deployment there because of that
Because
lady.
they
Because they
chopping that
want
up
to.
with bagging all on the identical group on that
No,
whole.
that place is risky.
It's
You're
very.
right.
I
That
know.
place is
Okay.
risky.
Yeah.
Thank you
From
very
that
much.
angle, the way
So
you judge it.
Suarez, since you wanted to bring Banavie issue here now, so let's make our transition. Um, just before we go to the lines, guys. Um, before this government came to power, there was one major thing that almost every Liberian were talking about. Well, we took our microphones out in the streets and talked to Liberians, asked the Liberian people. And one of the things that they consistently mentioned was they wanted this government to audit the previous government. Here on this very platform, Liberians had the opportunity, whenever they had the opportunity to speak out, they always said that they wanted the government now to audit the previous government. Beyond what we've seen so far over the period of 3 months and counting, in about 12 days from now, this government will be 4 months in power. What we're seeing so far, well, we know that the president mandated the GSC to audit the NSA and other government entities. Well, as at some point the government came back to say that they realized that they can't audit the NSA, but there were audit going on at some government entities. Some of the reports, those findings are yet to be released to the public. But based on what we've seen so far, we saw the setting up of the asset recovery team. They started on a very good note, but at some point, the team has gone on the the team has gone in coma. Not
They're
much is being said
hibernating. They're
about them.
hibernating.
Not much is being said about them, except that Emmanuel Gongwe resigned from the asset recovery team. There's some hula baloo going on there in that whole asset recovery team setup that was at some point hailed as one of the best approaches that this government
You're
took from the
welcome.
very start. In the midst of everything we've seen, folks, does what we see now, what we've seen over the past 3 to 4 months, does it in any way match our expectation? Does it in any way match the expectation of you, you, Mobile, you, Francis, and Bila? Does it match your expectation when you spoke about this whole idea of this government auditing the previous administration to ensure that people who were entrusted to manage state resources are made to account for what was entrusted into their stewardship? What we've seen over the past 3 to 4 months, does it match that mental picture that you created when you spoke of the need for the government to audit the CDC government. Everything that was said during campaign. Oh, the CDC government did this. The CDC government did that. The CDC government brought drugs. The CDC government did this. The workings of the government we've seen over the past 3 to 4 months. Does it match the expectation that you on here, and we're going to take onto the phone lines right after here. Does it match the expectation of the Liberian people when they spoke about audit? Audit, people should account, and that's why we need change. Let's hear from you guys. Let's start with Mobile, then we're going to go to Amy, Francis, and Bila.
Thank you, Nelson. For me, I'm disappointed in the access recovery team. Actually, I'm highly disappointed. I will say it today, and I will keep saying it all the time because the team, we all came here the last time we discussed each of those individuals by their character, and what they bring to the table, with their output, and their integrity all matter, and they all have a clean integrity and a good record. But to see them performing, like it just baffled me. I just disappointed because
what's baffling you, Mobile? Because we need to come up on this issue.
Yeah, because the expectation. No, let me tell you, Nelson. If you set a team or access recovery team, before you go for any individual, you should get your case, you should get your document, you should get something on that person to bring them in. If you don't have anything, if you're going for them, you bring them to only ask them questions, maybe a few questions. If they get answer, you let them go. If they are not on arrest, you just ask them a few questions. How you get that? Then you go, you do your background check, and you do your investigation. That's how I expect for the people to work. But you can just go, you packing people, you say, the other man, the other. You know how many government officials, the past government officials, get a lot of money in their account today? They just, not in their account, but with them. They just take it, that government property. They're sitting on it. Look, so if I see Emmanuel Gonga resigning from his post, pretty soon maybe Martin Cordito will resign. Other people will start resigning.
But again, and you're right on that, Mobile. But let's go back to this whole expectation versus what we're seeing now when it comes to the audit that was being talked about.
The expectation was high. The expectation was high based on the character of Joseph Yema Bwaka government. The way he was transformed, the way he was coming to transform it. Because for every country, before you succeed, you got to fight corruption. In fighting corruption, you start from the past. You start from the past. You know that kind you say today, all the people that are in government, no. You start from the past. Because if you hold the people accountable from the past, the people that are in the present will be careful. They will say, what? They hold our other people there, so on. Even when we leave, the people that will come there, they will hold all too. But if you not set that benchmark, end of the day, my man, they are not. That was say the expectation for the Liberian people, and we that sat on a platform and preach the message of Joseph Yema Bwaka. We are disappointed. I'm disappointed. I shouldn't talk for anybody. Everybody talk for themselves. But I'm disappointed tonight. I'm frustrated because the expectation for the identical access recovery team that we look at, we saw that team. That team was a lot of people with good character. At the end of the day, they not even make one arrest. They not even bring somebody to say they person here, they spend some money you use. Nothing. Well, the government, where you own the money, and they don't get it.
So you're frustrated and you're disappointed all at the same time.
I'm disappointed. Because we preach the message actually for accountability, for country resources. We not just come here and say because we want to come here and we say, oh, I ain't talking about sister, I can get very me. Oh, because you see, because at that time I took upon my time for 6 months, more than 6 months, almost 7 months. I was here on a daily basis, 24. As soon as it come in that me and you want to show, other people can't join up, we own it. We left there, we preach the message on the sometimes. Some of us during the election day, some of us will not sleep for good 3 days. We make sure we put the power. So we put the power to get our money. We put the power to make suggestions to them. We put the power to do the right thing. And the right thing is to what they preach on. Let it do it.
Thank you.
That's all we want.
Thank you.
But I'm disappointed at our next thing when it comes to the identical access recovery.
Your disappointment feels low nice anyway. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Amy. your take on this. The whole idea of auditing the previous administration, the way the campaign message went, oh, the CDC has done this, the CDC has done that, we are going to audit, comparing it to what we've seen for pretty close to 4 months now. The way the government has proceeded with this whole government, this whole auditing and stuff like that. Does it match the expectation you had before now when it comes to auditing the previous administration?
Now saying one beauty, right? I see in a JMB supports us, or they're different from the other guys from 6 years ago. Praise singing, they never see any bad things. We was always right, every bad things, whatever. The beauty of it now is that we love JMB. We want him to succeed, right? But when we see something wrong, we have the guts, the cost to say something wrong, right? And then people would be acting like they're laughing. What are you laughing at? At least we being real. We coming on here and holding the person we supported accountable. Have you ever done that? But anyway, let's move on. I am that the expectation is not what we expected is not what we're seeing now saying, and I can't speak too much deep into that because I don't know what is going on. Whether it's power struggle or they're trying to get their feet together. Because when too many smart people get together, nobody want to listen to anybody, right?
Come on, I mean, don't play that game with us. Too much smart people come together. Too much. So you think if certain things are not going well is because too many smart people?
That's not what I said. See, you just jumping to my topic.
The previous government didn't have too many smart people. They didn't have too many smart people together.
Let me land. I said I don't know what is going on because why they have disappeared from the surface of the earth. They're in hibernation. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. They're charging their course or whatever they're doing. I don't know. So I can't tell you, say, oh, that's what happening. That's what I'm just giving you something that maybe this is power struggle or whatever going on. We don't know until they can come and speak to us. Whatever reason, Maya, what his name, Gongwei or whatever, resign. Yeah. We don't know until he can come and speak up. We don't know that. But one thing we know, they came with Zeus, and then they just died down. What is going on? I'm confused. I will not call it disappointment. I'm confused. I want to know what's going on. And I'm pretty sure in time they'll come and talk to us. In some of this thing, I understand my brother disappointment, right? And everybody else that are disappointed. I understand it. But sometimes, everybody tolerance levels are different. Sometimes people are disappointed and some people are patient. So I don't know. The only problem I have is that why are they quiet? Why aren't they saying something? They need to come out and tell the librarian. But for me, I know it's going to happen. That asset recovery thing is going to happen. Whether they start dumping each other head in the mud right now or doing whatever, JMB will set it up. What is going to be those same old people or different people? In the end, it's going to happen. Probably the way we don't expect it, the time we don't expect it is going to happen. But right now, I'm just confused. I'm not disappointed over that, but I'm confused.
Okay, you're confused. You're not disappointed. Morban said he's disappointed. He's frustrated and disappointed at the same time. And for you, you are not frustrated. You are not disappointed, but you're just confused because no one is speaking out. Yes. But in the face of the real campaign, in the heat of the campaign, and everything that was going on, one of the reasons why a lot of people got attracted to everything that was going on, got convinced that there was a wave of change blowing, and maybe in the next 1 month things will have taken off on a whole different pace, is because there were certain individuals aligned with what was happening. Take for example, and someone is asking, AJ is asking, where is Molu?
Exactly.
Where is Molu?
I ask all the time too.
This is one person who stood up to President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, as sophisticated, educated, Harvard trained, and everything that former President Sirleaf proved to be. He stood up to her.
Yeah.
He was always in the vanguard, as the guys that Swaradian people from UL in the vanguard. He was always in the business
What
of
does that mean?
speaking truth to power, regardless what.
In a struggle.
And so when he got involved with this thing and being at the forefront and pushing things and saying this and saying that, a lot of people
was excited.
Interested.
Mm-hmm.
But why has he disappeared? Why are we not hearing him? Why is he not visible?
So now you see my confusion now, Nelson. You see why I say I'm confused? Because even the disappearing of Malu, there has been no explanation, right? We're hearing they said, he said, she said. That's why I'm saying I'm confused. Okay, I'm not disappointed because I know we got 6 years. GMB got 6 years to get it. You may start off on a rough path, but he will last the best. He has 6 years until that 6 year can run out that we have something. I'm not gonna be that. Oh, this is not gonna happen. They wish it won't happen, but they will be surprised it will happen. I know it by the grace of God, it will happen. So I'm just confused that all of these people, like we're saying, it just like everybody just disappearing. What's going on? Why is everybody? Because certain people want to do it certain way, and some people want to do it the Liberian way, and then some. But this is the problem. I'm pretty sure the Liberians way or the straight way or whatever, and that is the struggle. And if you doing this thing, you gotta do it the straight way. Don't do it the Liberian way. These people, you're not begging them for anything. If they stole from the country, they have to account for it. You don't need to sugarcoat anything with them. Go after them. Just make sure you have your proof. You have everything so that a new world, witch hunt, and taking food from people's table cannot appear as that. Just make sure you have everything you need that according to the law and go after them. But you gotta be serious with them. Liberian people, they need a really radical president or leadership. They don't need anything sugarcoating or easy or whatever, because they will run over you. They don't like anything easy. That's our people. We don't like anything easy. We like it be tough, be rough. Then they will see you, but if you try to be all nice to them, they take you to be a fool. That's what it is. So I'm confused now. I'm not disappointed because I know we got time. It'll get done.
Wow. Thank you, Amy. Francis, let's hear you on this issue. The audit. A lot was being said about the need for this government to audit the previous administration. Based on everything you expected, based on the mental picture, the way you sat one day, imagine that this government would have rolled out this whole audit thing and gone after individuals and making sure that people account for their mismanagement of state resources in case they did. Does it match what you've seen in the past 3 to 4 months of this administration?
Well, Nelson, the thing, I'm disappointed because we are beyond the CDC-led government when the U.S. sanctioned some of the officials, and we said George Weah did not even investigate them. We said President Parker would do it. As soon as he came to office, he will request the evidence. Has he done so yet? No. And also, these are Liberian people. You can't just have something that sitting over their head indefinitely. Investigate the people, exonerate them, or charge them if they are found guilty. The American Senate got the evidence right. Judge Weah didn't request it. Why is President Parker waiting for the request it? So that's the problem. You know, a lot of things that they talk about that they are not doing, that's why made it whole, even though the 100-day thing is not a thing. Leaders just have to say it. But what made the whole 100-day thing, they got life. Because investigate the people, audit the people, do this, do that. They're just sitting there infighting upon infighting upon infighting. You see? We thought the will go, we know the other side was saying that witch hunt, but investigate the Samuel Twine and Nathan McGill, all these people. But he's not doing any of that. What's the win?
Let's do this. Let's do this, Francis. An assessment was done at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. The assessment revealed that 730 persons at that entity were not taking pay through the conventional means. In other words, a payroll was there called the, how do you call it, supplementary payroll, whatever, that was not the actual process laid out for those people to be getting paid through the institution. In fact, what that assessment revealed was that there were ghost names. There were ghost names at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. 730 persons. In no time, the government wanted to take action. Well, they said they want to lay off those people. Senator Prince Moy said they prepared a check, but the people not coming. But let's lay that aside. You go to the LIS, just I think it was last night or the night before last, we were discussing about some 140 persons at the Liberia Immigration Service. Those people were there, nobody know where their money been going, who been signing for the money, but ghost names. The LIS boss said they did internal audit or whatever, and that is what their findings has revealed. Okay, so the president mandated the GSC to audit, how do you call them? The NSA, the central bank, and which other institution? Up to present, no one knows what happens or what has gone on or what is going on with those different audits. Guys, and again, I come back to you, Francis. What we've seen in the period of 4 months, does it match your own expectation for audit when it was said during the campaign period that this government will go after, will audit, will bring to book those people who served in the previous administration, especially the individuals who squandered the state resources, who misapplied or misappropriated what belonged to the state?
I mean, this is what the president should have even prioritized during the 100 days. Every ministry supposed to have been audited by now. You know, every ministry should have been audited by now. I don't think it require a lot to audit the ministry. You already have your team in place, ministers there, deputy ministers, all the stuff. You do something called they call it shift exchange. It's almost like shift exchange where people go to work. The outgoing team and the incoming team, they meet for a brief period of time and discuss the shift. They should have done something like that during our audit. And then when they are out, the current team still review everything that's there. Because you talk about we want money. We want to keep the money in the government. We want to bring money back. But none of these audits have been done. None of these audits have been done like they're supposed to. You see? So, I mean, that's why the lack of seriousness to give the people something. 100 days, we know it's not realistic to get road fixed and stuff, but a complete audit of the outgoing government cannot be done in 100 days. That's ridiculous. You can do everything. We get it. But the audit of every government agency or ministry can be done within the 100 days.
You know, and I like the comment from Eric Denter. He says, all these topics, issues, including the audit, are processes that require time.
Yes, it does.
They are processes that require time, and they will not happen overnight.
It doesn't.
Is this something justifiable enough for the average Liberian who listened to all the messages that were preached during the campaign period, who already had an expectation with respect to with respect to the ship the country would have taken after the inauguration of President Boakai. Does this message resonate with those people? Especially when you talk about, oh, it's going to require time, we should give it more time, it's an audit, it's going to take more time. Does that message resonate with the ordinary Liberian people?
But that's why they're supposed to. You remember, I think the last segment, I mentioned that they are not talking to the Liberian people. If you need time, the Liberian people are all ears. They may not be 100% happy with you, but just come and tell people what's going on. But they don't seem to be. They started at the beginning where the press secretary will talk at least once or twice a week. But what happening these days? Is she speaking? They call us speech to the Liberian people now. But you expect Liberian people to understand? The Liberian people are gentlemen. You know, is the Liberian people are gentlemen? So they will not understand you, do not give you any grace. But come and explain to the people, even if you can't investigate after the audit, but let people know we audited these agencies and ministries. This is our finding. So people know what's going on. But it was loud during the campaign time. We will audit. It was very loud. They placed more on auditing and going after the people that were sanctioned by the U.S. government and things like that. But now that they have taken office, and all this, they are not doing any of these things.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you. So you are disappointed. Moba said he's frustrated and disappointed. Emmy said she is not disappointed, but she's confused. So all of you who preach the where is George? Where is Vasco? Where are the CDC guys tonight?
They in the comment section.
You guys should come and see.
What place do we want to get to talk?
You guys should come and see all the guys who stood very hard here.
I know.
I know more to
You guys should come and see the guys tonight. Wow. Peter, go ahead. Let's hear you. Emmy, we're going to come to you. Right after you, we'll be going to the lines, Emmy. But let's hear from Peter.
Thank you. My sister is confused. Mulva is disappointed and frustrated. Francis is frustrated. I'm disappointed, frustrated, and disjointed. So basically,
and what?
Complex.
We should be serious around here. You understand that Liberia has always been the way it is. And the footmark or the footprint of things not happening in our countries as related to basics things, especially when it comes to asset recovery and all the corruption things that we've been discussing over the past period of time, I'm seeing it coming back into this the Boakai administration. We came on the platform, we talk a lot about asset recovery. But one thing we are not picking up the key people within our asset recovery, they are threatening to resign. And those are critical voices. Those are guys who you cannot take it from them. The likes of Ellis Copy, an expert in our field. The likes of Gonglo, you may say he don't have that academic credential when it comes to asset recovery, but he has something to protect. And his advocacy over the past period of time that speaks volume to these things. The likes of Mountain, we're not seeing these things as a degrading factor to the issue of achieving asset recovery. Basically, I would not want to say generally the government is not doing tremendous work when it comes to fighting corruption, because the footprints of fighting corruption has been implemented. When you talk about the Saver 7 agency has been doing some investigation. The LIS, the Ministry of State, and basically ministry been doing some work when it comes to investigating some business corruption issues. And I agree that corruption issues of investigating corruption, of especially people who came in the past to corrupt our governing system, it is a process. But if that process brings certain dark class, especially people from various sectors fighting among themselves, especially the asset recovery, then it must speak volume to you and myself on the platform that there is an issue. And that issue must be resolved. And the president to take charge. I would say President Bouakai should take charge, because if you are leaning on some of those business things, people will abuse it as seeing you being weak. You have to wake up from your bed to talk to these guys and start to fire people when they are not doing the right thing. What has been said by Gonglo and other folks is alleged. We wait to hear Councillor Martin coming up. For me, we have followed that country politics and how people come with conversation. So I don't just want to jump the gun to say what they said it is true, but I think it is prudent for Councillor Martin to come and make those basic correction, because our country needs better, and we can't sit on the platform to romanticize certain things. They need to get serious with that asset recovery thing. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Emmy, you wanted to make a quick point, then we'll go to the phone.
Yes. So it's so good that my brother sorry said the president needs to take charge and this and that, which I know he would do, right? This is why I say I'm confused, but I'm not disappointed.
How long is it going to take? I mean,
nothing.
How long?
Like the brother already said, doing these things is not just 2 days, 1 month, 2 months. No, it takes time.
Who brother said?
President Bouakai said we will audit. He never said the first 1 month we'll do audit and finish with it. The first 2 months, the first 3 months, he said we will audit them. We will go after them, which is assets recovery. So people putting in a high expectation, adding time, their own timeline to it, is where the disappointment and the frustration coming from. And we want to see all people coming here talking about manage your expectation when we also not managing ours, right? And then we want to tell people to manage your own. These things will get done. It's not thank you, my sister Elegant Destiny. It's not a design. It's not a microwave something. It takes time. You have so much thing to do. You think coming investigating Natalia Mageda and everybody else is just that's something that Bouakai rushing with that he's all to leave those things as something the people now to rush to that when they already say, oh, he said he will do raw, he didn't do raw, he said he will do that, he didn't do that, and then he pay attention to all the things, all going after Natalia Mageda and the others and leave all of those things. Guys, let us be serious, okay? Those things will get done. It just takes time, and all the serious things ahead of stuff that has to be done. The person is not even in the country when what his resignation came up. He's on a trip. So, right, how is he supposed to address that? Come on, I don't know anything about government, but for goodness sake,
you know nothing about government, but you explain about government.
And Vasco said
but I got come on. I try to treat people fairly, the way I wanted to understand my, thought process, and not just be bashing and us. If they give us these jobs, now we will take time to do it. Please, what I would have or something. 5 years going on 6 years, 4 years, and nothing happening. Yes, I would take up my nails, my way, and come and be going at it. Like,
you want to wait for 5 years? You want to wait? You want to wait for 5 years?
I'm not. No. You're getting me wrong. You're getting me wrong, Nelson. I said when I would be disappointed because I know within that time there's nothing happening because you almost out of there. That is my point.
Every million step start with a 1 full step. Why is it 1 full step? Why is
every million? Every million
step start with 1. Why is it?
Y'all calm down.
But seriously, guys, I'm really carried away by this coming from Elegant Design.
That's my girl. She knows exactly. I like the microwave popcorn.
When you put a food in the microwave, you let them do something.
They want a microwave popcorn. You put it like that, it finish. Yeah, that's not how it works. These things takes time. You gotta go by the law. You gotta go with a lot of things, especially the assets recovery. I never agree with Miss Blessing before, but I agree with her tonight. You have to get certain people involved in it, especially internationally and stuff, because those people that. Not everything they got in our country, they got it out of the country as well. I said, Ms. Corey, not going to do all of that if they don't have these people there. It's a lot of steps that we don't even know about. But we only have gone 3 months. This is not I don't think it's a rushing thing that for us. So that's why I'm confused because I'm not seeing these people saying anything or nothing going on yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And I told you when I would be nervous that it's not going to happen. I already told
that's
you.
Not an argument either. What I want you to understand, we're talking about Liberia. If we don't come out now to talk on some of these things, catch me, those things will continue and continue. You will not see nothing coming out of it.
I'm not
We
saying
don't
you
have
shouldn't
any
talk on
doubt.
it. I am
Excuse
talking on
me.
it too.
I as individual don't have any doubt over President Boakar's ability to fight corruption. But again, those that you put in a various position, you must be cautious to take action against them. When they leave, they carry on the misstep. Yeah, that's where we're speaking from. I don't have no doubt over the president because we know the president have had passion for fighting corruption. But again, those that serving them, we have to speak truth to power for them to put themselves in order. If not so, we see nothing from the asset recovery team. And that's just fair enough.
You see, Nelson enjoying 24-hour quarantine now. Things getting better.
That's no word. Lana quarantine 1 or 2 times.
Nelson, yeah, additional kilometers.
That's why I'm laughing, Francis. That's why I'm laughing. That's like brain flow.
Nelson, are you there? Nelson, I think Nelson
mute. Nelson talking to somebody.
He bobbing his eyes, so he did.
Okay, no, I'm here, guys. I'm here. No, in fact,
talking to you.
Who talking to me?
I thought Vasco want to be coming because
Vasco's on vacation tonight.
No, I don't. No, but our folks want to participate now, so they're calling. They want to make their input. So let's open the line so the folks can be able to call in. Please call on WhatsApp only. The WhatsApp number is right there, and you can call, make your point. Let's be safer in doing that, please. Let's respect every panelist here. Respect the view of every single person. And you can disagree with us as much as you want, but let's just be safer in doing that. Let's take our first call. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from, sir.
Yes, my name is Bennett, and I just you and your panelists, you guys are doing a pretty good job on the analysis. I just wanted to add in when it comes to the senior senator. I think one of the things that's missing in the analysis is sustainability, right? So he's a very powerful personality or political force. But the questions that we have to ask is, all right, number one, he's not always going to be there. He's got to pass that baton to somebody, right? So that's number one. Number two is, if you're talking about the war crime, the war crimes court, as far as the outcome of the court, within that context, what would happen if he were to be held accountable? So that would mean he won't be there all the time. So the people of Nima then will have to make the decision with
we're in a different topic.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Yeah, you want to just conclude?
Oh, I thought you would give me a little bit more, like 30 seconds or 45 seconds.
Just take 20 seconds, sir, because we have a lot of folks on the line.
Okay. All I wanted to say was that if he passes on the baton, right, to somebody, to the future, he's got to pass that to the future, and the future has to be either a Jeremiah Cohn or to somebody else, or if he's not on the scene, that has to go to somebody. And the people of Nima will have to make a decision. Do they want their son to be president, like Jeremiah Cohn? And they're going to say, well, we're not going to let him be president because, they brought, the war crime court took our senator away. Okay. So those are the things that we need to factor in.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your input. We appreciate you for that, sir. Let's take this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and
Hey, Nelson, this is Tommy Jr. from Virginia. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes,
thanks to the panelists for a great conversation. Nelson, what we're seeing so far from the asset recovery team has been quite disappointing. I know the whole conversation is about, stuff takes time. We get it. Yeah, we understand that. It takes time. But their initial actions has been so bad. The first action they took in the court case, and so far we have heard about infighting. We've heard about folks not trusting each other. It shows a lot of discipline from the head. I think no reputable organization in the world will want to work with an asset recovery team that cannot control conflict. And last thing I want to say is this. I know somebody mentioned that Joseph Boyka should do something President Boyka. I honestly do believe, though, this should be something that VP Jeremiah Cohn should take on. I think this should be his responsibility because the present government have had 18 years of case study, and it seems like they're repeating everything that the past government did wrong. And if Jeremiah Cohn has any aspiration of becoming a president someday, he has to take action and do something better. Because keep in mind, Joseph Boyka did not become president after Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left office, because Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, in part, there was a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons was that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did a poor job at fighting corruption. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, sir. And that's a very very great point right there. And yeah, that's a very great point there. But let's take more calls. We'll come back to close on the analysis, but just call on the WhatsApp number that's on the screen. Please place your calls on the WhatsApp number only, and then we can have the conversation going on. Let's see if we take this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from. Okay. So let's see if we can make this adjustment. Sorry. Let's make this adjustment here. Wow. My WhatsApp is freezing. I don't know what's going on here.
Probably got a lot of calls coming in. Probably that's why. You gotta restart it.
Wow. I may have to restart it. But
put your number up, right, Poco?
Yeah, mobile, you can put your number up as well.
I use my phone to talk.
That is if you feel comfortable with that.
Maybe sometimes.
Why don't you feel comfortable?
Preference needs permission to put his number up.
Mama, why wouldn't you feel comfortable? You here for the labyrinth pool?
No, I gotta look. I gotta.
La Pasco.
Yeah, show your talent right now. Show the labyrinth pool you here for them to call.
No, actually, my phone. Now I use it right now. My computer.
Okay, so I think this one is coming through.
So, yeah.
My WhatsApp is just telling me it's fuel and all that kind of stuff. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
Hi, Nancy. How you doing?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having all my girls on the panelist, especially my favorite girl. Thank you so much, girl. Okay. In Nigeria, corruption had tended to be a norm. But as I said the other day to somebody, we need someone with high heels that we handle people that have stolen the government money or the people money that will be put to jail. Someone just has to set an example of somebody. That's it. But Liberia as a whole, trust me, they just feel that if someone does something and no punishment for that person, someone else will do bigger than what the other person did. So they feel that what happened during the George Weah or the CDC government was okay. So they do a come, they will just talk after 2 days and everything will be gone. But no, this government that we have to give them what that we talk about, that we talk for, and we put into power, trust, we're not sugarcoat anything. We're not be a blind loyalist. We're gonna face it and say the way it is and pull people out. I enjoy Emmanuel today the way what he said and how he resigned. And I think when these things are spoken about, people will stop. And if punishment has been given to those who are caught in the act, trust me, people will be scared to do some terrible stuff when it comes to state money. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your report.
Absolutely.
Yes, thanks a lot for that great contribution. So we will have to come back to our closing, guys. You need to close early.
Oh, this guy said something today. They said he was on Spoon today. I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't follow? Okay. So, but let's do our
closing.
Convoluting.
Okay, looking at you sleep.
Yeah,
you look like you sleep. What's so funny when you went out right now?
That's Miami for you, brother. You are convoluted right now.
Yeah, I was convoluted. Where is Ture, Mr. Convoluted?
That's monotonous.
Monotonous.
Yeah, Mr. Monotonous to now.
Ture Vasco, you were monotonous.
Convoluted and monotonous.
So let's do our closing, guys. Let's start with you, Bila, Francis, and we just follow the queue.
I think it's been a good show, and thanks to all of the caller for your well-meaning contributing analysis. You know, Labrador will get there, but if Labrador will get there, then the way we get the guts, the courage, and then the desire to come on the platform and speak to the government of support, we have people other places on other platforms as well to do it. One of the basic attribution or attributing factor to a leader or a progressive leader, it is self-reservation. And I think people should take these things into consideration. If you're a leader, that doesn't give you that kind of power to just see your little man or your people who self-honor you as, you don't want to take anything from them. So at the end of the day, we always get a kind of a result that we've been having. It happened in the LDA. The LDA had their own laws. It is the asset recovery today. People are saying all sorts of things. And people should also, in as much that we acknowledge the fact that leaders should listen to their follower too should respect their leader. Because no matter what you do, it is your head. So basically, like bro, get that lesson. I think it was a good show. Let's keep strengthening this conversation. For me, I believe that our generation has a lot to offer, and we owe it to people who follow this platform to bring the business analysis on issues of concern. So Mulba and Francis, I'll urge you guys again. I believe that information dissemination is key to governance, and it is important to our government. The reason we beat them is that we are his government. They were more propaganda than the real truth. They were more like him himself was not even speaking to the people. So at the end of the day, we speculated, and some of those speculators went against that. Though they weren't true. Some of them weren't true. Let me honestly say that. But if you lead the people in dark cloud, they will speculate. And if they speculate, it is not good for your government. So I believe that the Unity Party have been doing some busy things when it comes to informing people, but they have schedule. The presidential press secretary has every Friday briefing. I think she's been out of the country. That's why she's not doing it. The information minister have their, I think, Thursday or Monday briefing. And I think that these are basic areas we can get information or concern from when it comes to governance. I think a better good show. Let's keep doing these things. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Nelson.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Someone asking for Lee Kuan Yew. Lee Kuan Yew is graduating, right?
Yeah,
his graduation is on the what? 22nd?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Francis. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Nelson, you got my picture now to pull up.
Oh, okay. So let's move to mobile while I try to put the picture.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Nelson, and thank you to our listener, Radio Land and Facebook, YouTube. We say thank you for taking upon your time. You know, as we all know, on a daily basis, we come here and give you updates of our country. But let me say this, right? Abira, we all understand, like my brother said, right? If you come here, the government come here on a daily basis, give you information, right? Give you on an update on every sector, every issues. I don't think we'll be in a dark cloud. I don't think Labrador people will be in a dark cloud. I don't think people will go protest. Because if you know what is going on, you're not going to protest. If you know what somebody take $10, where they put in it, Liberian will not go protest. They will understand that, oh yes, the money, the government uses to do that, because the information is very important. The day-to-day update for every country is information. And let me say this about the whole assets recovery. Let me close on this, right? You know, we will come here. There's no way we can sugarcoat this thing. That's why I tell my brothers from the CDC. Our own, we come here. When we see fault, we say it. When we see things are not right, we say them, because we understand. We're not
sycophants to come here, to come here and sit down and say, oh, Joseph Baka doing it the best way, the country moving good. We will not do that because we owe it to our country. We put Joseph Baka there to do the right thing. If he's doing the right thing, we'll come here and say it. If he's doing the thing where it's not right, that we all come on every show before we preach on or we preach against. If he's doing the thing, we'll come here and say it. So end of the day, I think people who criticize that they are the best people more than the people who come and praise and worship. Because if somebody doing wicked, if somebody doing things, and you know that ain't right, you say, oh, wait, we're good. You keep telling that person to do the same. But if you criticize that person, if you tell them, say, what you do is wrong, do it this way. And the person sit down and think and say, yes. The person criticize me and the person tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Let me hold myself. Let me counter check myself. Let me see what is going. Let me get my investigation on. And that person start doing right. That person love you. That person want the best out of you and the country. So when we come on this platform to discuss issues, we not come here to say things that is not right. We come here to say the right thing and to tell the Liberian people, if A that A that A be A, if B that B that B be B. When I come here and say Joseph Bagasso made 400 kilometers road per hour, then end of the day, he says say the end of the day when he come, he can he reach it and we come and say no, we say that's why we say let the information come out. Let it tell the people why these things are not working. Why the road, the 100-day delivery, why are they hold them? Let it come and tell the Liberian people and let them understand. If not, we hold the Liberian people dearly, and we'll keep discussing these issues so that our people can understand, our people can know what is going on in our country. I submit.
Thank you for submitting. I guess you'll be last, right?
Yeah.
Because he was submitting. So I'll start with the comment, the senator comment, what he said. I applaud him for saying that because he's, he has the guts to call out the government that he supported to come to power, to call his friends and those people out that he feel like they're doing the wrong thing, right? He has the guts to call them out and say that. And then someone who sat there for 12 years, bootlegging his party, people doing the wrong thing, whatever, all over the place. He didn't say anything. He want to come and call this senator a hypocrite. I think he's the hypocrite and he needs to be quiet because he want to be relevant. When it comes to the 100 days deliverable, the 100 days deliverable is not a 6-year achievement. Okay, like we said before. I understand with the whole information thing people should get, yes, that is valid. I give it to anybody who says that. But we all know what this government meant. Okay. JMB, if we are saying he inherited a broke government, I think JMB should be the one making that claim. Now we are, because we are himself from his own mouth. Greater Ellen Johnson certainly 80%, right? And when she said, I don't know, 100 million or whatever she left there, and then when after the went and destroyed whatever they had to do, build some 6 months condominium, and then he want to come back and tell us that the government was broke. And this lady challenged you. Take me to court. But what you're saying is a lie. And you're the authority in charge. And somebody said that it's not like you out of there. What are you supposed to do if you are telling the truth? You know you're telling the truth. You will start to order them or take them to court, right? That's what you would do. But you come here after leaving you a better Liberia, turning it over to you, you writing it, stole everything out of their need. Come here and telling the Liberian people that, we are suddenly a broke government, a broke. No, he inherited a great system. Was it perfect? No, but we're better than JMB inherited. And JMB says it. Then whatever the says is left there. What happened? He said we will order them. Other than start jumping around like crab in the hot water. Oh, that witch. If you say you did something right, why should you be calling for a witch? Are you a witch? So I mean, come on. We shouldn't take these things to be like, when we're talking to we actually want to come in. Yeah, did I want to judge? Yeah, did I know? We didn't do what the judge. The judge we lied to you, and everything he said. y'all lick it. Okay, like my brother Mobile said, y'all were taking your bootlicker and y'all lick everything he says, even just in the writing on the wall. If somebody tell me to give me something, or tell my brother to give him something, and my brother tell me something, and the person challenge my brother to do something, and he doesn't want to do it, I know my brother is lying to me. That's just complete common sense. Nothing in it. Okay? So you're so brainwashed. Y'all believe everything that we have said, so you want to come here with your propaganda, we will check it out. And when it comes to the asset recovery thing, the resignation of Emmanuel
Gonga.
I think it was a
No,
little
not Gonga, it's Gongwe. Emmanuel
Gongwe.
Gongwe.
Oh, the Kiwi, right?
Gongwe.
The Kiwi you are, right?
blindly in it
Gongwe.
blind.
Right, yeah.
So
No,
I don't think it was the right
it's
thing to do. I think I really didn't listen what his reason was today, but I think if it was something that they could have fixed, it would have been better for him to, I think, relay that to the president and see if that's something they could have fixed and do. I think all of those things make Liberian people to feel like, well, I think this is falling apart because why should people be resigning and stuff like that? And that does not send a good signal or give the Liberian people hope. And I can understand why people are nervous when stuff like that happen because you would think people have disagreement. We are all human, we do. But at a certain point, we should learn how to, for the betterment of the country and certain thing, we should put it behind us and not make it so much about us and keep the job going and learn how to work together and get it done. People will fight. They will do, like I said, when a lot of learn people together, they want to, everybody want to be the boss. Everybody want to act like they know better. And the boss, your boss is your boss. But the boss too should also respect the little guy as well for them to do the right thing for the Liberian people. And I hope they could have gone that way for instead of him just getting up and resigning behind the president and everybody out here speculating that they are dead, they are dead, they are dead. Anyway, yes, Nelson, I'm gonna stop there now. But I believe by the grace of God that everything that GMB said, even if it's not 100%, 80% is gonna get done. It just takes time, and we need to be patient. We need to call them out. Yes, when we're nervous, when things happening, yes, we need to do that because we want to differentiate ourselves from the past regime supporters, right? To call, speak truth to power, and to call on our leaders to do the right thing, which would be better for our countries than to be healing individuals while they're destroying our country. Thank you, and I look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? Yeah. So, Francis, take it away.
Yeah, so I don't know anyway, Nelson probably, because I'm not trying to take long this closing, but I mean, I'm going to close the way I opened up the show. Nelson got my picture already? Yeah, post that, please. But, guys, as you know, I've been talking about this whole challenge that I put up, the initiative, Operation We Are Firefighters. I've been saying it. I'm collecting smoke alarms to send to Liberia to distribute to our people for free. Give them a fighting chance. Early warning is better than no warning. Most of our people are dying fires because before they knew their houses are on fire, all the exits have been blocked. And we all know the importance of smoke alarm. So that's why I've been collecting these. I want to thank our brother Eric Dental. He's he's watching tonight. He's in the comment section. Eric Dental. He sent me $150 last night.
Wow, thank you, Eric.
I was able to purchase some more smoke alarms today. And one of our other brothers, Natana BK Sase Jr. from Sweden, he's very excited about helping me out. He currently has 50, but he's collecting more. He said, when we're getting closer to the 1,000, I'll go off 1,000 smoke alarm. He will ship it. So, because he doesn't want to send them little by little. So I'm just asking everybody if we can do this together. Inbox me. You can mail the smoke alarm. I'm not asking for money. If you want to mail the smoke alarm to me, I can give you my address. But if you want me to go and purchase it, I can go and purchase it, But as you see this box, it's empty. There's 48 pieces in there. Altogether, between what I have right now physically and those that are pledged smoke alarm, we have a total of 128 at this point. But what's in my hand right now physically, so We have 48 smoke alarms, and our goal before we can even think about shipping to Liberia is 1,000 smoke alarms. We can get this done in a month if we all just decide to take on this challenge. I know 1,000 smoke alarms is not enough for Monserrato County because that's where we have the major issue with fire disasters in Liberia. But I also challenge other platforms out there to take the challenge too. If everybody do it, we can cover up Monserrato with smoke alarm. But this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm appealing to each and every one of you. If you're interested, inbox me. But I want to thank Eric Denter and Natanya, my father-in-law, and my brother-in-law who also contributed towards the purchase.
Wait.
Shanique.
Wait small.
What's your name again? What's my friend name?
Francis.
She said you are praying her head. Shaniqua?
Shaniqua.
Yeah. Her father contributed, and my sister's husband contributed too.
Francis Westmore.
Francis Westmore.
What did it matter?
I said my father and my brother. What is so
wait, I want to come in.
You want free politics right now? Just listen.
How much for each of the fire alarm?
Okay.
Smoke alarm.
So if you look there, right, the individual ones, if you put a picture back up, you see there are two different ones, right? The ones
the white,
the brown ones, that's 24 right there, right?
24 in a pack?
No, one pack. But if you count the brown ones, they are individual pack. That's 24. If you look at the brown ones, those because after tax today was about $206 for the 24 brown ones. Then the other ones are in the white pack over there. Because two of the packs have 7 in each, and two of the other ones have 5. So altogether, that's about 20 over there. I believe because I think those cost around $90 or so.
Okay.
For those.
For the pack.
But it varies at Home Depot and Lowe's because I try to stick. I don't want to do a lot online. I want to do mostly in Lowe's and Home Depot because these are tested smoke alarms that they are selling in the store. So I can go there, whatever deals I see, I pick it up. So I'm just appealing to people. Please help out so we can ship smoke alarm to our folks. Fire extinguishers are more expensive, but let's do smoke alarm. It's better that way. When there's a fire, they'll be notified. They will escape.
AJ just said that he's trying to audit you.
but this is what I want to do. The reason I post the picture.
No, listen, guys. Okay, since you want to jump the gun, let me do what I want.
And I said AJ said that he's trying to audit you.
Updating the people, right? The more I buy smoke alarm.
So basically, it's $60.
And you will see.
It's $60 for each of the alarm, right?
No, that's $60 for each of the alarms.
The
brown ones today, I bought those 24 today. It cost around after tax $206 for that 24.
For 24 pieces.
Yes, for that 24. They were like $7.97 at Home Depot for one.
We're gonna do something. Right? We're gonna do something on the late night show with respect to that. Let's see. We could take a time off on the show. And,
maybe on a weekend or Saturday.
Yeah, and highlight this as well, since in fact it's about safety and the safety of our Liberian people. We can take a time off on the show to highlight this, and folks can reach out to Francis and be able to contribute. So more about that here you shaking there, you gotta contribute towards this initiative.
Of course.
Yeah.
And somebody else in Africa.
Yeah.
Going to
That's soiree, you gotta contribute towards this thing. Emmy told me how much.
I've been busy. I've been busy actually.
Emmy told me how much you're contributing towards the thing already. So you guys will start from on set, then we'll start to go across to our folks. But interestingly, just before we go, there's this beautiful song I came across. A Liberian sister did this song. It's a national song. I've been listening to it. I've been enjoying it. I try to make sure that there's nothing associated with copyright on it. And so it's a beautiful song. Let me see if I can just bring a little bit of it
You're
here.
copywriting here. People used to play that song with no problem.
No.
I don't know where they come from, the copyright stuff.
Yeah, because they want you to buy it. Or you just say, I have no right to the music. Now you made a boom music. Let me play me.
Okay.
Me P, producer.
Take a shower.
Liberia is flying all the time. Showing allegiance, showing loyalty to this nation, Liberia. The flag of Liberia is flying all the time. Showing allegiance, showing loyalty to this nation, Liberia. The red on the flag is for bravery. The white on the flag is for purity. The star is for republic.
Okay. So Liberia is our home. The flag of Liberia is a beautiful national song there. We look forward to maybe talking to us some other time. It's a beautiful song there, but again, we want to say thanks to everyone out here for being here tonight. Thank you, Bila Soiree, though you've been listening to something else completely separated from the show, but we appreciate you for being here. Thanks to you, Francis. Francis, somebody said they will start calling you fireman in the country. Fireman.
Oh man, let them call me whatever. So long as they contribute to help our people in Liberia, they can call me fire boss.
You will not believe who sent a message. How they come and start calling you fireman. Those guys are crazy.
Vasco.
But again, man, this is important.
Vasco said we're not Liberians, but he will let Liberian. He can't take an initiative like this.
Yeah, Vasco only speaking for
Vasco can lie. Vasco can lie too much.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. You know,
So
we gotta do this, man. That little baby really messed with my head. That baby that passed away after he got burned, it really messed with my head. That's why I decided to do this stuff. Yeah, I couldn't just see it again.
Yeah, so guys, we look forward to being here again tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. Liberia is all we have, so let's keep the peace. Thanks for being here, all of you. We look forward to having a great show tomorrow, and bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ellen.
Have a good night.